says the Abba, MaKaaMaKa. Entertainment and sports, MaKaaMaKa. I say politics, MaKaaMaKa. Royal Black Jesus. Assembly Safwa, Bia Assembly Puno, Sanepi Adekami, Ekome ya Kotokumi, Ekome ya Misegbe, you want love fake hanye, MaKaaMaKa. Royal Black Jesus Diaba, MaKaaMaKa. All the trending issues, MaKaaMaKa. I say politics, MaKaaMaKa. Entertainment and sports, MaKaaMaKa. RBJ Diaba, where you full from cry. Assembly Safwa, yeah, Assembly Puno. Sasemno ba, yeah, dear, yeah, Becca. Send ye Bettino, Sabape na ye Beccano. MaKaaMaKa, I can send a quick day. What by you no ni one na jeno na ke. What by you no ni one na jeno na ke. Say your politics RBJ Becca, or Becca, a sports RBJ Becca, or Becca, entertainment to RBJ Becca, or Becca, trending issues RBJ Becca, or Becca. MaKaaMaKa, yeah, diabao, yeah, Becca. MaKaaMaKa, yeah, diabao, yeah, Becca. Royal Black says diabao, yeah, Becca. Royal Black says diabao, yeah, Becca. Assembly Safwa, Bia Assembly Puno, Sanepi Adekami, Ekome ya Kotokumi, Ekome ya Misegbe, you want love fake hanye, MaKaaMaKa. Royal Black says diaba, MaKaaMaKa. All the trending issues, MaKaaMaKa. I say politics, MaKaaMaKa. Entertainment and sports, MaKaaMaKa.
It's Hot Ice exclusive on the beat.
What's up, people? Good afternoon. It's your boy Royal Black Jesus, aka RBJ. Today, you know what time is it? It's MaKaaMaKa time with my team. Amazing people that I work with. You know, this show has been a wonderful show. People come and hear what is going on in Ghana, trending issues, political games that is going on in Ghana. My team will bring you, and also we have sports by my boy, the original Kelvin Ogo. Today we're gonna dive in and talk about what went on the whole week. Remember, when you come on the page, share the page, and let people know what is going on what is going on now on Trend Africa TV. It's your boy Royal Black Jesus. Let me welcome my team so that we can dive in because we are running late. Sorry for being late. You know how technology is here and there, but thank God our technical team was so superb to make things happen, and we are still here to make things happen as well. So glue to your TV, your phone, wherever that you are watching us from, glue to it, and let's have some chat. Today, I have my girl, Kudo Queen, and the political guru, Alfred Amuzu, on the lock. My people, what is going on? Man, you guys are looking amazing. You know, before we start the show, first of all, I am so mad right now. Seeing Alfred wearing Man United jersey is like I should kill myself.
Oh, why?
Be- because
Hey, it's
I'm a,
been
I'm a
three,
Man
three.
City fan, and we are from
Mhm.
the same city, but we are. I
Oh,
mean, we are very. Uh, Rivalry is a huge thing over there, and for them
oh.
beating us 2-0, I don't know. I hate. I can't stand him right now.
Okay, so
We got you.
that
We
was
got you.
upsetting, eh?
Hey, Black, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Black, it's been three consecutive games we've been beating you. So you guys, you are just noisemakers in the city. So you've taken your role. Now City has taken the noise making role. But
Okay,
credit to you guys too. Though. You are really take ahead of everybody in the league. So
that's
we
right.
see how we are right behind you. With this result, we know we are stepping in there and we are giving you guys, the chase. So,
No, no, no. You guys should forget because 11 points
oh,
ahead is beautiful thing. Cue the queen. I mean, you. Oh my God, always looking beautiful.
Thank
Always
you.
looking ready. Um.
Thank you.
So, I mean, how's your week, my sister?
My week has been so amazing. Today I was just trying to challenge Alfred, just like I was saying, Alfred was trying to do some corner things. I was like, hell no, hell no. You can't play with the girls. He said, "No, the dressing competition. And then they said, but me, who come up panel?" So,
Wapano, wapano, wapano. Right. And I
but
think.
this week there's a lot going on. There is a lot of birthdays. There is a lot of
Mhm.
I didn't even know that we have angels that actually ride bicycle. I didn't know. But this week I've gotten to know and I'll talk about it. So
That's right.
viewers just stay tuned.
So my week was good. I celebrated my birthday 3rd March. I mean Wednesday, and it was good. I didn't do. I really didn't do anything because I'm
Happy
at that type of
birthday,
a.
Black.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm at that type that um birthdays and things like that doesn't push me. I mean, I
Mm,
look at it like it's another day. I mean, I
yeah.
believe that every day is a birthday. But one thing
Mm,
when I look back, I realize that there is a general new year for everybody,
mm,
and individually, people have their new year. So
yeah.
this is my new year just start Wednesday. So things that I did um, previously, I don't want to worry about it. I'm looking
Mm,
forward to for the greater good. So
right.
that's what I'm looking. And I'm taking a day at a time to make the best out of it. So, but this is my new year. Like I said, general new year is 31st. When first comes, everybody have a general new year. It's a new year.
Yeah.
But this is where my new year calendar start from the 3rd March. That and from Wednesday, my new year's calendar starts. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna get a very good year. Yeah.
Yep.
Alfred,
Yep. Mine actually starts in
Yeah.
April. So
April.
I
Oh,
still
okay.
got
That
my
means your new year is coming. Your new year is coming.
yeah,
Yep.
my yeah.
Black.
Yeah.
So, you know, before we forget about everything you did last year, you have to go and confess. And then, so that they pray over
You
all
know,
that.
I think when people start confessing, it's like when they regret. But sometimes you don't have to regret about. I don't regret anything. Because
Yeah.
the bad decisions that I took back in the days make me who I am today. I mean,
Right.
and the good decisions that I took back in the days have made me who I am today. So I will not, you know, regret is not part of my lifestyle. I mean, I take it and learn from it. I think that every rejection or regret that you
You have
feel,
to go and
if you feel
confess.
regret, you should you should learn something out of it and become a better
Mm,
person. So
yeah.
that's how it is. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
feel regret in it. I really don't feel any regret at all.
But
Blood.
we don't share a birthday month though. I think you had yours on the third, right?
Yeah.
And mine was on the fifth, actually.
So
So
let's say a month ahead, you're gonna start your new year. And then I told my friend that the life that we are living, right?
mm,
It's like playing 90 minutes soccer, right?
mm,
So there's a lot of people who have played their first half, and I'm close to the first half, or I'm there.
mm.
Either I'm close to the first half, or I've reached my first half. So my
Yep.
second half of
Was that
my
when you
life
scored
have
the
to be.
first goal?
I have to change the game plan, and then
Ah.
I can win. I can win the I think life is like soccer. 90
Oh yeah.
minutes. If you are 90 years old, that means you are old. I mean,
Mhm.
people got first half, that is 45, and then they got God will call them and sit them down and tell you, hey, this is what you did in the first 45 minutes.
Mm.
This is the game plan now. Go in for the second half and make it happen. So I think
Mhm.
God have sit me down and then show me where I went wrong and things like that. And then
Mhm.
with my second half, I think I'll come out clean and win whatever that I'm facing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's how I look at my first half. I mean, Alfred, have you already got to your first half already?
Oh, me, I'm close to it. I'm close to it. Very
Close to
soon,
it.
my
I know, I
man.
know, I know. Our queen right here is have more still in the first half playing the first half game. Almost there, but not there yet. Not there yet.
I'm still trying to learn how to dribble people on the football pack.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
but Black, since coronavirus came, don't you think we are all in second half now?
I think it's part of it's part of the game that we are playing. So if you
Right.
cannot make it through, that
Mm.
means God have called you to come and rest. But if you
Mm.
make it through, that means God have given you another chance to make life easy for you. I mean, to make life better
True.
for yourself. So
Yeah, very true.
I'm not saying that those who, rest in peace, those who passed away and things like that. But I'm just saying that um, we have first and second half. There's a lot of
Mm.
people who did not do anything in the first half. God did
Mm.
not call them. There's people who God called them so fast in their first half. There's people who didn't make it through their first half, and God gave them their second half. And then during the half of the second half, God called them. So, and
Yeah.
there's people who make it through, you know. So we are hoping that if we, I am hoping that now that I've reached my first half and I'm heading towards my second half, I have to re-strategize my gameplay and then my lifestyle and my the gameplay, the plan, and then see
Mhm.
if I can win. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
that's my week though. Alfred, how's your
Yeah.
week, my brother? I know a lot of office work, meetings, and here and there. I know.
A lot of taxes, a lot of following what's going on in
Mm,
Congress here as well. I don't know if you are following, but on Saturday, the United States Congress has passed the rescue plan, which is the Biden's version of the CARES Act. So it contains $1.9 trillion.
mm.
What does it mean to you? You would be getting $104,400 checks if
Mm.
uh, your income is below $75,000.
Oh, I'll get some. Good.
And
You
also,
get
and
what?
also,
$4,000 check?
I'll
no,
get some.
$1,400 check.
Oh, okay.
If
Oh, okay.
you know how the second version you had 600 if you were fighting by yourself single.
Right.
Now they are topping it up with 1,400 because they had made this promise. Biden made a promise on the campaign trail that he's going to give $2,000 in stimulus. So if you
Right.
feel of that, he's topping it up with 1,400.
Oh, so
There
have
are
they
other
signed it
people.
already?
Yeah, it was passed by the House, and then it
Okay.
went to Congress, and Congress, made some changes, and they also
Okay.
passed it. Now it has to go back to the House to accept the changes that were made in Senate,
Okay.
and then it goes to the president for signature.
Got it.
All
Yeah, so I
right.
was following that and all kinds of other things throughout the weekend. I'll be sharing more details on the Steve and After Show Monday. So
Nice one.
Mm.
So now that I know that my girl is looking good and how is how is the husband? I mean, thank you. Let me first say big thank to the husband for actually making my girl looking good. The camera settings and everything is on point. Right now we are in business. African American will say we are in business.
Yeah, I know, right? So, I told you I was gonna order it, and me, I was just like, whatever. I was all over
Mm,
the place. So he just ordered like 2 days ago. It just came this afternoon. He just put everything together. Told me
nice,
just go pick up this chair from your office. Come sit here. Put everything. I'm like, you know
nice
what?
one.
It's amazing. Just
One good thing about
yes.
men. I will tell you. I don't know about jealous men though, but I'm a
mm,
type of a guy that when my girl is looking good, right,
mm.
and people are looking at her and things like that, I feel so proud, and I'm
Of
so happy
course.
that your husband is like that. She want you. He wants you to feel so good. So when he sit back and then be like, man, I got me some. I got me some.
Oh, Black. You see, Black, Black will put you in trouble.
All right, my people. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll dive into our conversation. Hey, stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Share the page. Share the page. Our numbers are not looking good right now. Share the page, my people. Let's make it happen. It's your boy Royal Black Jesus, aka RBJ. This is MaKaaMaKa Show. We'll be right back.
MaKaaMaKa. Royal Black is Diaba. MaKaaMaKa. Entertainment and sports. MaKaaMaKa. As a politics. MaKaaMaKa. Royal Black is.
All right. So we are back again, and you can tell that we will start with our trending issues. And my girl, my queen, she is the one that she will bring everything. Or the be into no, maza, muba, namashe, more. I mean, let us know what is going on, and we'll talk about it. So, my queen,
Yes, boss.
what is going on? Ghana right now. She said Ghana issue, Ghana issue, Ghana issue, Ghana issue.
Jai. Ghana,
Mm,
yes, say Ghana. But
yeah.
it's an amazing thing. For the past 2 weeks, we've been talking about our brother, FunnyFace, Inshuran Kanyame, or the Naba Bedu Fiasum. But that same, before I saw the video of him coming home, no, I
Mm.
saw a video that they've given him 1 month more at psychiatric hospital. So I was kind of like, oh no, not again, not again. But then I did say, Anna me who said, wabe or the video be a tumu Instagram say waba bedu fie. I mean dancing and saying it's a new beginning, it's a new start, it's a fresh start, which I was so happy because that's all we've been praying for him to come home. So if you could put the video up so that our viewers will see how FunnyFace came home, how he celebrated it. That would be so good. But
All right,
FunnyFace
give
is
me one
finally home
second.
and
Let
we'll
me
come
put
back
in the
for that.
video so that we'll see Mr. Funny Face. Um, let's see. Where is my funny face? I think it's right here.
Van Dam, welcome Van Dam, welcome back. Van Dam, Kaswa Van Dam. Ala, Wamantazi. Van Dam, Van Dam. Donyame Srano, Atabo to me Seleda. That's right. The king is back. The king. Allah, the king of flow. The king of flow. The king of flow. The king.
So, to be honest, Funny Face is back, and I'm happy. I am very happy.
Mm. Yeah.
But do you think he's ready? I mean, what do you think? What do you think?
All right, so I've been following him for a while now after he came home, just to make sure say if there is any little changes or what did he learn when he went out there. But I feel like FunnyFace is FunnyFace, and there is nothing that you would do. Funny Face is still gonna be Funny Face. I haven't seen any change. I haven't seen any, any. I'm not gonna say improvement. And when I talk about improvement, not because of say, yeah, me wanna dream or not my side social media, but when it comes to social media, Funny Face is gonna be Funny Face. He's gonna be dancing around, doing everything that he wants to do around, and he's still gonna be Funny Face. So to me, I haven't seen any change, when it comes to his social media act and all that. Yeah.
I think so too. I think so too. I think Funny Face will still be Funny Face and do what Funny Face does. Alfred, do you know nothing about Funny Face?
I mean, I watched some of his skits. Yeah, so a little bit, and I know he hangs out with Adebayo a little bit. So, being that from the Flower area, so I know Adebayo's a kid too. So that's the only thing I know about him. But beyond that, I know he's having troubles with the family at this point. We've been talking about it on the show, and Cutie Queen has been wonderful with how generous she's been with the providing a lot of updates on this. So I'm sure the viewers are happy about that. That's all I know about him, though. Any question for me?
Yeah, so pretty much he came home and he's still doing, what we thought he's gonna come home sober, reserved, but I think he's still, who he is. So now my thing is, why the psychiatric hospital?
We are trying to take the man out of him, it takes time, That's him. It's been like that for a very long time. I think so. It's a man who wants to continue to have his fun. So it's not gonna be. He has to see the second half talk like RBJ was talking about, right? He needed to get that second half conversation and have that understanding that it's time for him to play a different game, for him to actually be sober the way we are expecting him to be. But it's gonna take time, somebody. That's why coaches in life or mentors are very essential. There has to be somebody you listen to. I don't know who that person is for him, but we'll see.
I think so too.
My thing for all of us is, was it necessary for, say, I didn't go to psychiatric hospital? No, was it necessary, or we believe that with time, he's going to, mature up, or not mature up, but just become sober and calm as we expect him to be?
I think that with Funny Face issue, there's a saying that you cannot hide pregnancy, right? You can hide it as long as you want, but it will definitely show up. It will definitely show. So this is the real Funny Face we are seeing. I mean, no, there's nothing to change. This is who Funny Face is, and either we'll take it or leave it. With the psych issues, maybe at that time, I believe the judges did the right thing. But at the same time, I'm hoping that they did not give him some type of medicine or something. I mean, those psych medicines are very, very dangerous. So, if just to psych the mind and make sure that he's okay, that is fine. I mean, at that moment, I believe that he needs that break. So now that we know that he needs more of his family, we should try and get more of the family to come around, and then see how things will be. Maybe that will change, and then thank God that Adebayo have again come around, and maybe those things will change a little bit. But this is who Funny Face is. I mean, he tried to be corporate here and there, trying to be more polished and things like that. But Mami, Odi preko, Osha preko white na Uja preko na. Still obako that at the chenimu, and I said there's a saying like that, right? So that's how Funny Face is. We should take it like that or leave it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's my
So
opinion.
Alfred, now my question to you, I know you probably might not follow him too much, but if you take somebody to a psychiatric hospital, right, and the
Right.
person comes out with the same attitude, the same energy, the same everything, do you think the psychiatric hospital was necessary, or it was like an improper steps taken?
Um, I don't know what the circumstances are, right? Because perhaps there may be some underlying psychological issues that he may need attention for. Because look at him, he came back and he's doing the same exact things.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there a legit psychological underlying issues that need to be looked at, and whether it's taking him to the psychiatric hospital is the right thing to do or not? I hope that our legal system in Ghana, before a decision is made to take somebody to a psychiatric hospital, that they would have done the basic due diligence of whether that person has some psychological or they need to go there. I don't think it's being done just to punish him. It's not like a prison where if you do something wrong, they take you to a psychiatric hospital. They take you there because maybe you may have some psychological. And like I said, I don't follow him a lot, so I don't know if he's continuing to exhibit, the things they want to pull out of him. And like you have submitted, it appears so. But I don't think the state will make a mistake in that. But I don't know
Right.
the fact. So that's all I can say about that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I agree with both of you. I mean, I think if for you to send somebody to the psychiatric hospital, you need to know, like, you need to do some evaluations. You need to actually know if it is a psychiatry issue or not a psychiatry issue. So yeah, I think I agree with both of you. And like Black said, FunnyFace is always gonna be FunnyFace. So I think we should just watch, and I'm gonna keep following him and see if there's any changes or if there is any improvement. Yeah.
Right. Nice one. All right. This is trending issues with our girl, Q the Queen. Hey, another birthday. Alfred is there to give us some political, something that is going on in Ghana. I don't know. I think Mama just call it a day and say, you know what, Charlie? There's always another 4 years. So, Q the Queen, what's next?
So our number two, story for today is, like I said, I didn't know. So we have angels that actually ride bicycles, but this week, Brother Sami actually opened my eyes to that, and I'm ready to learn more about these angels on bicycle. So if you don't mind, let's play Brother Sami's video. Now, share angels are almost a bicycle, so maybe we will understand him more.
One
So let's
second, let me. I saw the brother. Oh man, I saw the brother Sami thing, and I think it's funny. But let's see. Hold on.
Sure.
Give me 1 second. Let me get this brother Sami thing going on.
I think today will be the first time for Alfred to also witness angels on bicycles.
Hey, what's fascinating? You
No, the joke. Opa, it's not make us a make mean him. Now they're above. Mean him,
Hey! Oh my God! Or so for Angelotti bicycle so. So
program community center. Fans my program. To me, and that's so for a year day. Affordable no Ghana. And I chose that I'm not a more. Now come last in 5 cities. Did that no Mudani? No, me baby, I'm at the community center. Them fees on Babum, but says Canomonana. On the community baby, Mutania. And tia me there, dear Tia, me cotton 207 Maba back to Kumasi. Come last 5 cities, I'm a day. Timmy Kofuka, and I'm a Tiwa me say young guy be the bicycle ever. No say bra no program na me wo ho wato no mpa ma mesu. Di pese me so CD na wo tu alole fe. A chepa o sa ta me bi envelope no na 5 million na nka 500. Eti bi eske ne me to mani ahwe na makoda Ghana se. Me hu an se wa vanish. Ti me de me hu ne se oyo bofo.
Oyo bofo. We are saying mama ntira wase.
Meba.
Mama bia wani wo ho.
The meme the end there. When a young guy knows a red
Chinese
name. I think it's Alfred.
Or no, any pan call or name can't you or Bassa Ghana.
I nyame hu na bo ra de se nyame suma abofo to 10 into.
I was shocked.
Me tira sa level na se no. Ba so mo me fa ma nka sa.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I think it's Alfred because no say boy this is red Jesse. It's I think fair. Alfred, if you were the one, please let us know so we can tell about who the person is. Because also China, then depending you opium. So
Wow.
But the reason why I play this video is that do we believe that what Brother Sami is saying is a real angel or it's somebody that actually God sent to him? That is my question for you guys today.
To be honest with you, with me, I don't even know what to say, man. Because this is the same guy that came and said, or he said Drew, or say Drew, or I mean, is these people taking us for ride or what? I mean, come on, man. Ghanaians. One thing I've realized is our media houses are not doing the right things to educate the public. They actually support, excuse me to say, BS. So people like him will come and sit on interviewing for just. I mean, they are just doing it for numbers, and that tells you how that tells you how Ghana is right now. I mean, that tells you the quality of people that come from Ghana. I'm telling you, because if we allow people like this to come and sit on TV and radios and things like that, and they have followers that listen to them, you're a problem. To me, I mean, that's me. That's my opinion. You're a problem. Yeah.
Alfred, what do you think? Do you think, sir, Brother Sami actually saw an angel, or it was just somebody that was inspired by God to help him at that moment?
I think I would support what RBJ said. I think is that sometimes too when you have to go on air and say things, right? And you want ratings, right? Because this is a rating game, right? The more people watching, the more you would be invited to come and do the next show or the next program. So you have to make it interesting, and sometimes these things get created and people listen to it. People are just listening, all right? Relaxing sometimes, or because they hear controversial things from this particular person so much, so they are waiting to hear the next controversial thing you say, and they keep feeding that need. They keep feeding that need, right? And so he can come and say, tomorrow it will be Angel driving a car. Here's my question. Why does the angel need a bicycle? You know what I'm saying? You're already an angel. You need a human-made bike to drive. Is it a God's bike? I mean, it's the whole thing.
When I first listened to the video, I was just laughing because, sometimes God, inspires people. Things. Sometimes it can be coincidental, and sometimes it can be like, angels in disguise. So it can be whichever way that or no dream said it is. But the reality is that at that point, I feel like it was a coincidence, and and I also feel like it was God inspired the person to do that. So I don't think that at that point I don't know which angel he's talking about, but maybe earthly angels or maybe human angels. That we will take it. It's just a call back Brother Sami said angels, no, they're human or
Exactly.
It's just God inspired somebody to just help him. Yeah.
Right now, the angels are different groups now. There are earthly ones, heavenly ones. How many other ones are there?
There were angels, but that's how many angels. but then we have black and then white angels. So we have two angels. Yeah.
Hey,
Really?
we have black angel.
Black and white
We have the
angels. Hey,
angels and we have the white angels.
I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. Black and white angels.
Just like we have black Jesus and white Jesus.
And I want to see the Chinese angel too. Chinese and Indian angel.
We never said. But yes, we have black angels, and some of these pastors actually use these black angels, which are not from God anyway. So it is up to you to pray for God to actually show you which angel. So we have types of angels. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So producer Baku sending me something about if you as nigger's son or something like that. Mami, you have any idea what is going on there?
Asabi no akwa boss. Me see this
something because I want to know what is going on there.
So the whole story is, and I was telling people that actually watch my status, I was actually advising on my status. You know, when you know who you are, where you want to go to, where you want to get to, sometimes someone hide your family a little bit. The Koba and say, yes, sister, also on the money on phone, so they are all over internet. Also, yes, sister, so they are on for a break. This week, you have Obi Kofa on a girlfriend picture a day, a babetu media, no so say, oh, this is a Fiasho's son's girlfriend.
Right.
People were just making like her, oh, when you be about every people were talking. If you're sure the near decent but hey, your mother-in-law, who to me, all that going on. And if you're sure about and also, you know what? You guys, I don't even know what you're talking about. This is a long time gone dead relationship. So I don't know what you're talking about, but Mebano Krakuno, and yeah, worry about Ghana. I don't think I worry about Ghana because Ghana for if you're sure I could not kunua. Now the man was in the host, I'm a bear manager. 18 no say, Mama or no worry there. Any other thing I was in the bar ever fat or bar Ghana. It's in the bar and worry or Ghana. I just said or bar of fear brooche. To say the Togo, it's a Togo, so Naya brooche. Nigeria brooche, Dubai brooche. It's limited I qualify to be, a girlfriend to the son. And so yeah, also the Oma ne baby any day and worry Ghana. It's another video Saba said the girl was crying on bed and the guy was actually apologizing. So people thought that, oh, okay, fine. The girl is broken-hearted, so you can't say so. The guy was actually apologizing for her to forgive what the mom said. So then Efiashua came back again and said and showed a picture and conversation on the net having. And the guy was like, oh man, that was a long time video. It's got nothing to do with the situation going on. So it's like the whole thing going up on social media. But for viewers to actually know exactly what we're talking about, I know that you just saw the picture of the guy and the girl. So I want you to show the video of where Efiashua was actually saying that, oh man, the baby any day. And worry, or Babia or Ghana. And then after that, we will play the second video where the guy was actually apologizing to the girl for the whole thing going on. Black, you can hear the video.
Is this the video?
Na me so nyame anim nyame nkokko ne me dance ni me so kwa me mpem aso oya se osimi mu yenu se de esi hosu wo group he ekom na wo yamfa ne se ma ase ne wa wo fi bi abechem na me so me fi nsuta me no me passport enkobo kina oya se Tigana for a tia broche German Hamburg any e se wo ya adwe kwa asu aso. Another Ghana for me to come and make the more so say. Eye mo jafra say odo mo den di treme no. Minti ma me bam enemo eyemo jafra mini anemo. Wa won ti ase kwahye po de owo ba afa ni kotwa po no. Memi die. Omo a islebedish for no.
So
Are you serious though?
wow. But
Yep.
is it true say ni girl no apologize here? I mean ni
So
ba no.
there was another video I actually sent you
Yeah, I'm
where
gonna. Do you want me to play that one?
yes, you can play that one before we actually talk about it.
Don't fake it, fake it, fake it.
Kids of today, eh?
Wow. So now patron answer then.
So that is what there was no interpretation. Everybody's giving their own view. So be a candy or pair. But to me, I feel like it is related to this particular issue. But according to the Sun, it's a long video. Like a chemukra. So you don't even know why it came up now. But to me, kids are kids. Kids will tell your mom anything. You just tell your mom anything just to go. But I feel like when the girl had said, I feel Schwarzenegger was saying, okay, fine. If you are a girl and you come to Nissan's life, only the son will have sex with you. She don't care because only your man and worry. So the girl was hurt and was crying. And let me tell you, this guy is a gentle guy. Like was just pampering the girl to stop crying and all that. So I think it's related to the whole saga going on, but just don't want to tell the mother what the truth is. But I don't know what you guys think, so you can comment on it for our viewers to also know your views.
I think, like you said, no, maybe it's part of the once and bad year, omuti be maybe wabu drama boy na and mami remember how to say crazy stuff like that. No, sometimes and how do they? Because just say if you want to trend though. If you are trend, she makes money. People doesn't know. When she trends, she make money. Anything that will let her trend, no, obey. And I like the fact that, like you said, no, Nibani is he's a gentleman to make sure say Obani okay, man. I think that's a good thing. That's a good thing for.
But do you think that it was good for Essien to come out and say all that? Me, I know that she was probably doing that as a cover up, but you think it was necessary for her to actually do that?
With the piano.
Yeah.
No. Come on, man. I mean, and you'll be I mean, to say Mujafrani Yamano. And you'll be an organ. I mean, and there's a lot of better people here than a man for more abroche for we Shinkosu. I mean,
exactly.
She's saying that I can tell you say she's just saying that to trend and that is why we are talking about her today. We're talking about her makes her Obi you say no mescran do if you are not mescrana. Obi why be on if you didn't cry that. But through us no obeti if you didn't know work follow every time she's out there she's making them for herself
right.
I think that either good or bad she's making them. Jose.
No, I was asking Alfred. I said, Alfred, what do you think about this whole situation? Do you think, first of all, was it right for Essien to come out and say, only the Babia and worry any girl in Ghana, and if you are that cheap to come in the Sun way, the Sun will just sleep with you and not marry you? And do you think, whoever leaked that video of the girl crying and all that, whoever leaked it, we don't even know whether it was the girl or the boy. Was it necessary at this particular point in time?
I mean, it's not necessary to leak that tape. Of course, it's young people, and anytime I see young people leaking tapes like that, I'm usually not in favor of that. But also, my little comment on the woman, if he are not wanting the son to marry a Ghanaian woman or any of that, I would say, she should get out of her son's business,
Exactly.
People fall in love and marry who they want to marry. So,
exactly.
I mean, you've lived your life, and as a result, so don't make decision don't impact your son's life that way. Marriage is a serious, decision. And I think everybody should make it because they love the person that they are making that decision, not because their mother told them to do, to marry somebody else. So it's unfortunate, there's and the proper context also fits the fact that the kid is actually apologizing to the girl. Because if my girlfriend is in the knowledge that my mother is saying nobody will, that I would just have sex with you, nobody will know, I would be hurt.
Right.
And you as the boy, if you really are in love with this girl, of course, even courtesy demands that the first thing you do is apologize for that.
Exactly.
So
Right.
the video may be in the right context.
Right. I mean, I think I agree with both of you, but I don't like the fact that Ifya came out to say all that, because just like you said, when a kid is 18 and above, you can't tell the kid what to do, who to marry, whatever. You can just put an advice out there, but you cannot decide for the kid when they are 18 and above. So I feel that she might probably be doing that as a cover up, for Corano, but it wasn't necessary at all, especially with this heat and everything going on. And women are women. We'll be hurt. If you hear your mother, your supposed mother-in-law saying this, you'll be hurt. You feel used. You feel cheated on, and all that. So I agree with you guys. It was the wrong move that Efia did. And despite social media trends, and despite or per se and for fostering the idea, certain things are very sensitive, and she has to watch what she say at what particular point in time. So I agree with you guys as well.
I'm so glad that today Killer Queen agree with we agree on one thing. Agreement is very beautiful sometimes, because last week Nana on person make me kind of cry.
Last
And
week
then they were argued there.
Now, Debbie, and that cry is because I'm in African printing here.
That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. So, Killer Queen, hey, and use
and
Takrade girls.
Ghana, Bejo party. I just say Nyamiaba.
I just said Nyamiaba. That's very true. Takrade girls. Wait, I know that Alfred will have something to say about these Takrade girls.
Yep.
Takrade girls, Takrade girls, Takrade girls. Nanza Yohana, I see. Yadi omu picture about out in Yama na ya jailing nipa two and I say ya sentencing. I mean ya sentencing a man for me. And you know, Alfred. Let me start with Alfred. Alfred, you've been a political guy, and these have been one of the political issues that, people were actually trying to get, some answers. Are you satisfied with the answer, with what came up?
Well, I would say this is one of the law enforcement issues that has been overly publicized. When that happened, when the media focuses so much on an investigation, sometimes, instead of concentrating on finding, and the police, instead of concentrating on doing the job, they have to play the media game, because you have to be seen as doing the job. And sometimes that may even interfere with your investigation. So for me, I am glad that finally, someone is identified, perhaps, and I believe is out of a thorough investigation, and that the courts of Ghana have decided to, apply the proper punishment to those persons. So I'm glad that happened. But it's just one of those cases that if they were to leave this case to run a course and have the police, concentrate and do their job, maybe we would have gotten to a solution earlier or now. But may also be that the attention given to the case actually led to the day we currently have. So, however you look at it, I think it's a good day for Ghana. It's a good day that if these individuals, two men who have been so charged as, or so punished, or so, I think they were given sentences, right? I don't know if it's a life sentence or
it's a sentence to death by hanging.
Okay, sentence to death by hanging. So before, of course, the court will make such a decision too, that it has to be backed up with so much investigation, and it brings. I'm satisfied that we are able to see that in our country, because these two young girls just disappearing from the surface of our planet, that cannot be allowed to continue to happen, especially in our neighborhood. So that's my view on it.
But Alfred, and Queen, do you think Ghana police wasted too much time, or do you think they lied to Ghanaians? Because according to the girl's family, I mean, their families are saying that the bodies that or the bones that they were showing and things like that, no. So do you
Yeah.
think, say, um, at that time, no, the police department, Iowa, Ghana, uh, I mean, did they do the right thing or did they lie to Ghanaians? To me, I think they lied to Ghanaians and they failed. So whoever is in charge at that time, they need to be fired and immediately. I
Yeah.
mean, to come out to say certain things that you've seen the girl, one who girls normal or say, and then
Mm-hmm.
you then come again and say, so I mean, something is wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
To me, I think say the Ghana police at that time, no, they failed Ghanaians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that. It got to a point where almost your Kolano Munyumuye, or Mohu, perform and then finally it came say Omohu, they were in it's a whole. So I agree with you. From the beginning, they didn't try for these families
Yeah.
because so Benyam 9 months. I mean, I haven't given birth, okay, but it's not easy because I have friends that actually I talk to. That 9 months journey is not easy, okay. I feel like these people didn't do their due diligence to the family. To be lying to them, share emotional way, papa ntemu, enuafo ntemu, you know, for you to finally come out and say these people are dead. Like it's really heartbreaking. But at the end of the day, to me,
Right.
this is our system. We have to actually tighten some holes and make sure say these policemen are actually doing their job. If it is A, let it be A. If it is C, let it be C. If it is B, let it be B. Because you are playing with emotions here, and emotions, it's not easy. And when it comes to this sentence, I would say they deserve to be sentenced to death. But with where I'm coming from, by hanging, I know sir, it is a way of inflicting like pain into these people. But in another way, so I feel like say uku obi prekwa. Nipa no feel one type one type of a pain. But I felt like sentencing them to life imprisonment would have been good. So they will go in there, face whatever they have to face, and then know, say, if your rights are taken from you as a human, you will know how it feels. But we all hang on now, they just feel this one time death and that's it. They don't feel anything. Even though yes, it's pain and whatever, but they should have sentenced them to life. Let them face the prison system, test the prison system, and see what it is to take a life from a human. So that's my take on that. It's a free and fair sentence, but they should have just left out the hanging from it and let them suffer in jail till they die. And then next time, almost sign a they will not mess with human life. I'm saying this with passion because there was this story I wanted to actually treat in Nigeria where I felt that it was too dramatic. I couldn't watch it. A woman killed about 2 kids and had other kids like naked in her room. I don't know if you saw this over the weekend. Na enkolana weku omono wechicha akolano wachi and odia kibabo. I don't know if this woman is selling. I don't know if this woman sells.
Really?
It was too dramatic. You have no idea. I couldn't even watch it. I had to delete it from my phone. Like
Wow.
I couldn't even send it to you or anything like that.
Wow.
Right.
It was too dramatic. Now they were kunu na ochicha na ochin and kakra so they because me who say sort of potatoes so said then and namni gusu potatoes was on the side what you check jene gusu. So I don't know if this woman sells these things to people out there. I don't know, but see, it's not easy. 9 months journey is not easy. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
for
not.
people to treat your human being like that, what gives you that edge? What gives you that motivation? So and this woman is an old woman, and you killing kids. Come on, what's your motivation? What are you getting from it? Now what you try Kolano. So from this part going down, I said what digest Kolano, what you channel now. Aka Akolano 9, you could see the arm. I don't know. What is your motivation? So such people like this should be sentenced to death in prison not by hanging or by anything, but for them to test the jail system and see what it is, see what pain is really is. And I'm really mad talking about this because it's ridiculous. I mean,
Wow.
it's crazy. It is crazy.
Hey,
You
Charlie, my people, don't venture with the Mama Bell. Hey, Kilo Queen. Before serious.
Sometimes I just get emotional because I
Right.
love kids. I'm a philanthropist. I love kids. I love kids. So when I see mothers or people doing this to kids, it gets me on the edge. Like it irritates me.
Right.
Why can't you get pregnant and use your kids for this? Why can't you do that? Why should it be other people's kids? It's not right.
It's not right. That is very true. So we have more stories to go, but let's give Alfred about next 15, 20 minutes to give us what is going on in there. Because politics near who's there? Mama to each other wavy white flag no. Say peace. That's it. I'm done. I can't take this. No one to know. Let's we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll bring our political guru, that is Alfred, to give us
Yep.
what is going on in Ghana in politics and things like that. Media, the one I know is say Mama. I'm up for NDC for draw off, but then your fun is so quick.
MaKaaMaKa. Royal Black says Diaba, MaKaaMaKa. Entertainment and sports, oh, MaKaaMaKa. I say politics, MaKaaMaKa. Royal Black says.
All right, so we have Alfred that will give us political news, what is going on in Ghana. So, Mr. Alfred, the ball is in your court. Tell us what is going on now.
Black, thanks for having me again, and thanks for all the good work you and Queen are doing. Queen, I'm enjoying all the stories and the angles and the contributions and the reasonings. You're making this show fun, and it's even me just on the show talking politics, and people come and say, "What did I just hear him say?" and leave. But now it's like, it's all more conversational and engaging. So thanks for being able to do that. Black says, just before I get into that, right? I think you expressed the interest in the police changing. And the fact that they lied to, or they said some information that was not true. The director
Right.
of CID then, who was in charge of that investigation, Mamitiwa, has since moved on. She's no longer the director of CID. So there's been that change. I just wanted to kind of
Nice one.
catch that.
Nice one.
Yeah. So things are trending in the right direction as far as that. Now,
That's good.
let's talk politics. So we are all aware of the election petition that's going on in Ghana. We've done a couple of updates on that on this show and on other shows like the Ghana Agenda and the Steve and Alfred show. But last week, that petition, on the 4th of March, the petition came to an end. The court rendered its judgment, and I'm going to play a piece of that judgment to you. It's long, bear with me, but we would come back and discuss that. What we are going to be listening to would be issue number 5, which is the vote padding, because at some point, the judges are of the view that the petitioner did not prove the vote padding, and that's the sample votes that the petitioner adduced in evidence. If subtracted from the petitioners, the respondents, which is the current president's total, the president will still have enough to cross that 50 plus, which is required by our constitution. So we are going to listen to that piece of the judgment on that particular issue. We'll come back and talk about it. It's going to be a little long, but watch with me. So, Black, I'm going to try to play that from my end, okay? Let me know if you hear the sound and everything.
Issue 5, the alleged vote padding. The last issue set down for this trial is whether or not the alleged vote padding and other errors complained of by the petitioner affected the outcome of the presidential election results of 2020. The petitioner has alleged in his petition that the first respondent favored the second respondent with padded votes totaling 5,662 in 32 constituencies. In proof of this allegation, the petitioner tendered through PW1, Mr. Essien it's been F, which is a spreadsheet covering sample details from 26 constituencies. Was not
can you hear the sound now?
Of vote in favor of second respondent.
Yeah, the sound is good.
Having been so denied, one expected the petitioner to abuse credible evidence to prove him. However, the only evidence adduced on this issue was the tendering of SBTF, the spreadsheet containing samples from 26 constituencies showing the alleged vote pattern. To be specific, the allegation, as stated at paragraph 36 of Mr. Essien witness statement, was that when the votes of second respondent obtained in all polling stations as shown on their respective pinches in the 26 constituencies are aggregated, the resultant figure differs from the figure that was declared by first respondent for second respondent as captured on the summary sheets of the respective constituencies. Having alleged as above, one expected that the pinches of the 26 stations in the 20 pinches of the polling stations in the 26 constituencies would have been exhibited to prove the vote pattern as alleged. This was not done, apart from the spreadsheet, which was self-serving document. PW1, Mr. Essien admitted that what he had tendered were only samples, but no effort was made to submit the rest, if indeed they existed. The allegation of vote pattern very serious, since its occurrence undermines the integrity of an election. This impact in that votes are unlawfully added to the votes of a candidate to increase the total votes of that candidate. We have observed already that this allegation was not proof as expected of the petition. However, assuming the votes padding of 4,683 took place at all in favor of second respondents as alleged by PW1 in Exhibit F. This court will then have to ascertain its impact on the final results declared by the first respondent. Indeed, evidence on record clearly showed that the impact of the alleged vote pattern, even if proved, would have been very insignificant and would not have materially affected the outcome of the elections. It would therefore not have been a proper ground for the annulment of the 2020 presidential elections. This is so because if one deducts the alleged votes padded from the total valid votes obtained by the second respondent, he would still have crossed the more than 50% threshold required under Article 63(3) of the 1992 Constitution. This fact was established through the cross-examination of PW1, Mr. Essien on 1st February 2021 by counsel for the second respondent as full.
All right. I think we've heard enough. Black, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Great. I think we've heard enough, right? So basically, what is happening here is the Supreme Court is saying that the alleged vote padding that the petitioner is claiming that votes were padded, the petitioner was not able to provide enough evidence to show that when those padded numbers added together are subtracted from the president's number, the president will still not win. But if you listen carefully, they made reference to the fact that when they were cross-examining Asedu Nketia, he said he only brought 36, which is a sample of where the votes were padded, that they were asking for the originals from the EC to actually show all the other places that the votes were padded. So this is where we are saying that if the NDC were to have brought together all the vote padding that they've seen across the country, then if we can add that and subtract from the president's number, then we can know for sure if the vote padding affected the result, the total result. But just subtracting the sample, so the Supreme Court is just subtracting the sample and is saying that if we subtract the alleged vote padding, which is the sample of the 26 polling station pink sheets that they are showing, if we subtracted that from the president's Barafa constituency pink sheet, if you subtracted that from the president's numbers, the president will still win. So remember, the Supreme Court is making this decision based on the sample they've seen. They haven't really done a full-blown, and they think they don't have the reason to do a full-blown assessment of the vote padding to determine whether it would impact the president's number or not. They just did that sample which they subtracted, which was the sample the NDC submitted. And we are saying if the NDC has submitted more, maybe they would have gotten a favorable outcome. So that is just a way to kind of quickly unravel the issues, one of the main issues that the Supreme Court had to make a judgment on. And in their judgment, I guess one of the things we'll be talking about on the Ghana agenda today is whether you agree with the decision or you do not agree with the decision. Whether the Supreme Court, using the sample the NDC supplied and subtracted that from the MPPs, whether you the president's number, whether you think that is sufficient enough, because the Supreme Court actually ended up saying that the evidence adduced by the petitioner was not credible. The question is not sufficient. There's a difference between being sufficient and being credible. So if they are saying it's not credible, are they saying the NDC fake or provide evidence that was, or are they saying the NDC did not provide sufficient evidence? I am a view of that the right thing to say there would be NDC did not, or the petitioner did not provide sufficient evidence instead of not credible evidence. So this is how these are some of the things we'll be talking about on the Ghana agenda. And if you have the time today, you don't have to go anywhere. Stay on this channel. 5 o'clock will be on, and you can catch all the details of what happened in court. Also, Black, I wanted to take this opportunity to wish all Ghanaians a happy 64th celebration, which actually took place yesterday. As of yesterday, we've been independent for 64 years, and between the 63rd and the 64th years, we've gone through all kinds of things. We went through COVID. We shut down. We opened our country back. We did voter registration in the process. We went for an election. We had an election petition. We have a result from the election petition. We have a minister appointed for the new administration and inaugurated. All that happened in the span of our 1 year, which is since we were the 63 and now we are 64. So a lot is happening in Ghana. Ghana is growing. The legal system, the financial system, these are things we discuss on the Ghana agenda. So I'm going to invite you specially to the Ghana agenda. Also, quickly, one story I did earlier and posted, and you can catch it on YouTube, Ghana Agenda YouTube. It's also on my Facebook page. It's the free trade agreements reached between Ghana and the UK. So if you recall, UK was a member of the European Union. And as a member of the European Union has an agreement with ECOWAS, where goods exported from ECOWAS countries to UK gets no taxes, or we call it free quotas or free tariffs. And then UK products coming to the ECOWAS territory, also European Union products coming to the ECOWAS territory also enjoy some tax benefits as a result of that agreement. We call it the West African ECOWAS Partnership Pact. Because UK is no longer a European Union country, UK now have to go into an agreement with all the countries that they were dealing with because they were part of EU. Now they are no longer EU, so they have to reach individual agreements with individual countries. So Ghana, being one of the first countries in the ECOWAS countries, the ECOWAS is made out of 15 countries. Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire in December of 2020 reached an interim agreement with Ghana where they will continue the arrangement they had under the ECOWAS pact. It will be continued with Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire. Ghana has actually made their agreement with UK now permanent, starting off from 5th of March. Products from Ghana. If we had not done this, then we would have seen a 12% increase on products that things like banana that we export to. Would have seen 12.5% on banana exports, would have seen 20% increase in tuna exports, would have seen 8% on cocoa paste and 6% on cocoa butter products. And these are all based on the UK global tariff regime, which was if you were not part of an agreement with the UK at a certain time, you are going to automatically switch to their tariff regime, which would have caused all these increments. But we've avoided all those increments because we now have a substantive agreement with them, permanent agreement, starting March 5th. Now, another thing also that is also happening in Ghana that is worth talking about is, if you recall, we had an auditor general called Daniel Yao Domelevo, who was auditing the government furiously. He uncovered the Get Fund. If you remember the Get Fund, where, a Get Fund being a scholarship scheme that was set for poor and needy but brilliant students in Ghana, were being used by ministers to go attend colleges and courses in Harvard, all these 3-day courses that they pay several $1,000s for. He uncovered that. And he also uncovered some transaction that was done by Osafo Mafo being the senior minister, then actually engaged services of Kroll Associates to do an assessment, which the Auditor General came back to say this assessment, there was no result for that engagement, for which reason he was sued, he went to court. So many things happened, to which the president asked him to go on leave, that he had accumulated 167 days of leave, that he should proceed on leave. And so he went on leave. Now, when he went on leave, they took his key. Well, they changed the keys to his office, because at one point, even though he was on leave, he was going to just visit his office to see what, what's going on. He couldn't open the door because they changed the keys, the locks to the door. That became an issue discussed, and there's a civil society organizations. A couple of them actually came together to sue and ask for the Supreme Court to make an announcement on the fact that the Constitution actually makes the Auditor General an independent officer or independent office holder from the executive, that the president could not ask him to go on leave. It doesn't fall under, because this is somebody who investigates or audits the presidency. If the executive, if the president spends some money and he didn't spend it right, this is the person who will tell. So you don't need a constitution that gives the president the power to tell that person to go on leave.
Right.
Okay, so that's what happened. The president, so now the Supreme Court, the court did not hear that case until today. That case is still standing, that the court did not, hear and made a determination. And while we are waiting for the court to make that determination, this guy came back from leave, I think on the 4th or so. And the next day, certain things, somebody went and did an investigation. The board chairperson of the audit board, who himself used to be Auditor General, went and investigated and, brought things out like, oh, he filled a form somewhere when he was 17 years old in his uniform that he was a Togolese. His date of birth was June 1st, 1960 instead of June 1st, 1961. So because even though his passport say 1961, other documents since registration say 1961, and they found another declaration that he made somewhere that says he was born in 1960, 1st June. And therefore, he has attained the age of 60 that he should proceed on retirement. So as we speak, the Auditor General is on retirement. And so all these are questions bordering on whether even the presidency can be telling an independent office holder whether that office holder should proceed on leave, and whether the presidency should be accepting the number, which is the 1960 date of birth that they are using as a basis on which they are asking him to retire. Whether that number should be the number that and what based on what. So the president is presented with two different numbers. What was the basis of using that one? Since there were other declarations that this person has made, which shows that, in fact, if anything, Article 199 says that you should proceed on leave when you are 60. If anything, that will be next year before he goes on leave. So those are some of the things that are happening in Ghana. Beyond that, there are things that are happening in the NDC, and we'll talk about this on the Ghana agenda. But I'm going to try as much as possible not to hijack the show and bring back my cutie queen for my trending issues, because there are some issues that are linked to this. Queen.
I'm actually enjoying your presentation, though.
If you queen me, I can keep going, you know. But I'll spare it and have everybody else join the Ghana agenda, where we would be breaking all these things down to more details.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alfred. Thank you for giving us what is going on in Ghana. But before I'll let you go, give us 2 minutes of your give me 2 minutes of your opinion on the vaccine that the COVID vaccine that president and former president and all these people, and people are saying that, hey, why is it that you're pushing Ghanaians to take it, and when the free education came, their kids are not going to that thing, and blah blah blah. I mean, people have their own take. What's your intake on that particular incident that is going on in Ghana right now with the vaccine?
Well, the vaccine issue, it's one of, I mean, if we were to put a win, neutral, a lose, or like a negative, neutral, and plus, I will always vote for plus on the vaccine, because number one, first of all, let's talk about this part of it. This is now a vaccine that the country is actually procuring. This is a vaccine that was gifted to us through a World Bank, a World Health Organization program. So it's critical for people to understand. People should understand that it's critical for us to actually beat this disease. We have to take the vaccine in one way or the other. Either you get exposed to the disease and get immunity, or you take the vaccine and get some immunity. No matter what it is, you're going to be exposed to this thing, right? So is the race is to be exposed to it through vaccinations before you actually meet the real deal. You know, because the real deal, the options are is taking you away or you beat it. You know, yeah. So the issue really is going to be is would there be enough vaccines so that people can take it as you know they're willing to, and people are going to have to be willing to take it. The politicians who took, like I always tell people, John Mahama, who took the current administration and the electoral commissioner to court, took the vaccine. Are you with me? Azini Nketia, who was the witness in court, took the vaccine. So, I mean, these are the people who want to take the administration away from Nana Akufo-Addo, but they're taking the vaccine. So it's not even a political issue. It's a life and death issue. So people should actually take the vaccine if they have the earliest opportunity. It's the only way against this disease. People have taken it. So many people have taken it in the world, and we haven't heard anything yet. So you're not going to be the first. You know, so go for the vaccine and let's face it. It's just like now people. What I'm hearing more is it Pfizer? Is it Moderna? Is it Astra? So people are relating to which one they take. Right? Sooner or later, we're gonna have people who took Pfizer in a community of themselves together.
Sooner or later, Ghana will produce their own vaccine, and you will be selling it 2 for 50, 2 for 5 Ghana cedi at the corner stores and things like that. So, Alfred, did NDC throw in the towel?
Well, so we'll talk about that on the Ghana agenda today. This is what I think happened here. You have to respect the Constitution once, or the laws of Ghana requires that when the Supreme Court makes a judgment, you accept it. Okay, you accept it, but you do not have to agree with it. You know, so like Mahama came out to say that he's accepted their ruling, but he disagrees with it, and he disagrees with it because of some of the things we'll be talking about, which is that if you're just subtracting the samples from the total, then you're not getting the whole picture. We are saying that there's a problem, and we are showing you a bit of the problems. Here is an example of the problems we are talking about. You are saying, oh, because this is just the example you gave me, I'm going to subtract that example and say, okay, the example is not enough for me to change my mind. You didn't go to look for, or you did not give yourself the opportunity to look for, how bad it is. Like, you did not give yourself the opportunity to look for the population itself. You just considered the sample. You didn't consider the entire population.
My fear was with this COVID vaccination thing. My fear was that it wouldn't be like, that type of thing where people actually have to give bribe before they get this vaccination. But let me come back to the politics itself. After you've been doing this, we've been talking about it for weeks now. What do you think? Do you think that the NDC actually provided enough evidence for them to actually win this case? Or, because I know we've talked about this, backstage, but what do you actually think? Could they have done more, or they did what they were supposed to do? They did enough to, go through these court issues?
Right. Yeah. So, and that's a really good question. Now, the NDC went to court thinking about something completely different. They are saying the declaration that was made has errors in it, just using the Electoral Commissioner's own figures. And they want the court to avail their minds to that, to say, did the Electoral Commissioner made errors in the declaration? If she made errors, did she correct those errors using the appropriate channels? Did she engage all the parties that are supposed to be informed when she's making those corrections? Did she do all those things? Now, because she was prevented from testifying, she is the only one who can actually testify to these things.
Right.
You cannot testify to those things. Because she was prevented from testifying, and the NDC premised their case on having her account for the people of what she did as a public officer. So if you look at the constitutional articles invoked, if you look at the 296 and the 23, the Article 23, these are being fair, public officers being fair in execution of their duties and not being biased and doing their jobs well. That is the accountability piece. But the court did not recognize that, because the court is saying this is a petition, election petition, which should be under Article 64.1, which says that the president has to have 63.3, which says the president has to have 33%. So this is an electoral petition for 64.1, which says that eligibility of the election is not, or the election result is not valid. It's the eligibility of the result declared or the election is questioned. Now, if you are questioning the eligibility of the results, you can't say because you're questioning the eligibility of the result, you want the person who conducted results biasness to be tested as part of that eligibility question. So they wanted to concentrate on whether the results declared according to the Article 64.1 are credible. That is what they wanted to concentrate on. Now, so at the end of it, yes, NDC's whole premise for going into this was using the electoral petitioner's own numbers to show that the electoral petitioner made mistakes on 3 different occasions. When they were declaring the results the night of the declaration, the day they made the corrections, they still made a mistake in that correction. When they came to court, they provided a separate different number. Right. And the court is relying on the different number, the last number, that 13,211,111. Right. That number is what the court is relying on and making the calculation and saying, even if we take the sample that Asiedu Nketia is suggesting out, you're not getting, the president will still get a 50 plus 1. The NDC didn't go to court to provide a population of all the padded votes so that we can do a credibility of the election determination. The NDC is saying, based on even the numbers, just on the face of it, the numbers they are disclosing, that they are making mistakes. If they are doing so, then call her to come and account for why she's making these mistakes, and whether those mistakes, which we would realize once they call her, because once they call her, we can ask through, or the NDC can ask through cross-examination, evidence of the population of padded results. Right. Which, if subtracted from the total of the president actually gained, perhaps the election result would have been impacted. So we didn't get an opportunity to know that, and it is because the Supreme Court is looking at this separately. It's looking as though the NDC should have brought the population of all parted, and if that is the case, right? The NDC wanted to open the case back up. After they said they closed their case, they begged to open the case back up. And in opening the case back up, they wanted to subpoena. So I think that whole subpoena thing was scared, for whatever reason, played a role in the court not allowing them to open the case. Of course, they have to respond to a subpoena, which means she has to mind the witness box. But because they didn't do that, but the strategy here is, if they had opened the case back up, then they can provide the population of parted votes that perhaps, when added up together, would result in a different outcome. So did they provide enough evidence? I don't think so, because the court is asking for something different. Though the NDC went on a different premises, the judge have to rule. And so you, as a lawyer, I'm not a lawyer, so let me make that disclaimer. You as a party would have to think of, how do I persuade the court to give me a favorable judgment? And in that instance, I think they didn't give what the court wanted to see.
I see. It's a whole lot, but hopefully I can join the truth today and then watch more.
That's right. So thank you, Alfred, for coming on board and giving us the tidbits and what is going on in the political arena in Ghana. Catch him today at 5. It's going to be 6 in Chicago time on Trend Africa TV. Also on ACO Radio and ACO TV as well. Yes, thank you so much, Alfred. I know you're going to stick around a little bit so that we can dive into our trending issues and what is going on in the entertainment world in Ghana. And then if you have something to say, you can come in. But I think there's a lot of questions that people have asked, or comments and things like that. Maybe we might touch on it as well and see what kind of answers you want to give and things like that, or what you have, your opinion. So, yeah, thank you so much. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll dive into our trending issues. It's your boy Rab Black, he says, aka RBJ. We're on Trend Africa TV, and also this is the show that is, it's trending everywhere now. When you come on the page, make sure you share the page. This is MaKaaMaKa show with myself, RBJ, Q the Queen, and Alfred Amozu. We have a sports guy that will be on board. Hopefully next week he will come, and then we will tell us what is going on in sport as well. So congratulations to under 21. I think they won the African Cup of Nations for Ghana, so that's a good thing. I think this is the first time Nana Akufo-Addo have won something for Ghana so far.
You gotta rub down
won something for Ghana, so we're hoping that the Black Stars will do the same as well. So, Alfred, what do you think? We'll take a quick break actually, and then we'll bring our sister in again. So, viewers, when you come on board, share the page, and also make sure you if you have comments, you can put it out there, and we will definitely read your comments for you. So thank you so much for coming on board, and thank you for watching us. Today we have a lot of stories going on, and we have about 13 stories. So hey, we're having a cry.
Let's join the witty and blunt Empress Mausi on the Mausi Talk Show as she sits with legends, trailblazers, social media celebrities, musicians, and many, many more this and every Friday at 11 a.m. Central Time on Trend Africa TV. It is going to be fun-packed. You don't want to miss this. Trend Africa TV, redefining Africa.
All right, my people, we are back again with my queen. Q the Queen is on the log with me. Say it, yeah.
Alfred, if you run away, ha.
Alfred, Alfred won't be behind the scene, and then if anything, I will bring him in to do one or two B and things like that. But yes, Kili, we have more to
Yeah,
talk about. There is this trending birthday party or something, anniversary or something. Something went on last. Is it last week somewhere? Tell
yeah.
us what's going on there. What's going on there?
So before we dive into the story, let me just ask this question. You know, would you still be friends with your ex? I know people have like opinions, ideas, and kophobia or person or kafa sa ase we, but personally, what do you think? Do you think say you should be friends with your ex, or you should just, I mean, move on and just be who you are, and just let life be, especially if you and that person has a kid. What do you think?
If you and that person have a kid,
Right.
because there is kid in between. I mean, it's that's a different. It's very dicey. I mean, you I mean, because of the kid, you still have to create that what do you call it, friendly and not too much. I mean, see, now it becomes business. You guys are taking care of, you know, um, your kid. So
Right.
muntumi nye enemies, no. At the same time, muntumi nye friends. But
Okay. Mm-hmm.
there should be some type of respect there. Um, everything should channel to the kid. But if there's no kid here, I don't see anything. I mean, your S is your S.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot fight with your S, but at the same time, no one in yet. I mean, it's just another person, you know.
Right.
So I don't. I really. But say akwala wo mudia. The ball game changes. You know, it doesn't
Right.
matter. So why worry you? Why so? Why so? Akwala ne woman, you know. That person become part of you, but it becomes strictly because of akwala no.
Right.
But say it goes more than that now. Then it becomes a problem because that
Right.
means no, there's a problem somewhere. Yeah, that's my
Right.
opinion on that.
So why am I asking you this question? You know, we have our sister Juliet, our Ghana. You know, Juliet is a celebrity. She's an actress and all that. So also Onene ex, no, which is Junior Kojosafo. They have one boy.
Okay.
But a few times, no, they were not, that close, and it was a whole lot between the two of them. But Shiran Kanyame said, Juliet celebrated her birthday this month, and Junior Kojosafo went to actually wish her a happy birthday. And I'm gonna read this. It's read, "Happy birthday, Juju," and she actually, brought her name at Juliet Ibrahim. I'm sorry. "God bless and keep you. Have a good one for myself, Z, which is the wife now, and the kids, which is, I mean, with probably Z's kids and, the one boy." So, Ghanaians were talking about it. They were like, hey, most time for way. I mean, it's been a banter between the two of you as to whether you want to agree or not agree or disagree, but all of a sudden now, just about Betro, this, under your post on your birthday, it's a beautiful thing. People are saying, say, it's very beautiful. People are saying, say, there was no need for him to do that, and all that. But, you know, so that same, this same time, Nana, Kojo Safu Jr. and the wife was also celebrating their 4 years in marriage. Actually, they've known each other for 8 years, but they made it public in 4 years. So Juju also went to write, a congratulation message. Congratulations to you and Z, which is the wife. Many more anniversaries to come in Jesus' name. So, and people talk. So people are like, oh, Sankawama Metro, happy birthday. Would you have written that? And maybe you are probably like getting to now understand that the marriage is over. Others are saying, oh, there was no need to do that because, I mean, people are just talking. But this is what I have to say, even before you come in. I feel like, only Obi Jaina say, if the two of you agree to be friends, that's okay. If you are mature enough to control yourself when it comes to the relationship and knowing the role you play, that is cool. Ophel said you cannot take it, you guys can go your separate ways. I mean, I've had my story, you probably might have had your story.
Right.
With me, I'll be okay if you want to talk to me, but we have our boundaries. We have where we have to get to. There are certain questions you ask me, I might not answer because it might not be your problem. It's none of your business.
Right.
But as you said, I can't do that because I don't have any cause. It was a relationship and it didn't work out. So what? You're now my enemy.
Right.
You know, and talk less of say akola abemu. You know, I feel like those two did a good thing. Like, on my idea, say because of the kid. Yeah, funny say it's because of the kid. You know, for people to be thinking, say, oh, she was jealous. You know, at first, people would say, oh, where Jaisi Kenny, where no worry way, so this and that and that.
Yeah.
Almost proving the world wrong. Hey, we still got this, we still are in here because of the kid, but at the end of the day, we all have our separate life. You know, so I feel like it's a good thing that the two of them did. It was done based on maturity. It was just amazing. I was just so happy seeing all this, you know. So I don't know what you think about it, but that's my views as well. We're not hearing your voice.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. All say Ghana for no. Your life no. I mean, only you be at date before and I said bisa na mu break here. Then I say my enemies this time man. That is not. I mean, and you be about so much. It's not. It should not be that way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, no, so no, you should have some type of respect to yourself. I mean, because what move on and what move on, you know.
Right.
Nah, what might be come. But so a collab pa a different thing. So only Juliet na awana.
Right. They have one kid. Yeah.
They have one kid. Into no. So on to me, ni banu, mamina. I mean, so ni birthday now wishing the birthday. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. And I believe that the wife knows who have not. She hasn't come out to say anything bad and not bisa, unless say or no on pet that movement but at the same time there should be some type of understanding somewhere. There should be some type of understanding somewhere. You know, me personally, I don't see anything wrong with that. I think say it's a good thing. It creates some type of family relationship, nice relationship. Obia moving on. I know that Juliet is doing her thing. Safu is doing his thing. I mean, life is going on. Things are beautiful for them, and Ghanaians should leave them alone. Should leave them alone. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I agree. Before I come to Alfred, I think I agree with you. Just like you said, you know, we have to take this mentality out. Say, oh, only will be breaking up. You guys are enemies, or you're supposed to become enemies. You know, it's not done anywhere. It's you. You know, you have to respect yourself, just like you said, Black. Cool. Respecting yourself doesn't mean that you're not talking to the person, but respecting yourself and giving yourself boundaries to the point. Say you won't go and share your personal life or whatever is going on, and you know, you won't go and share all those things with that person. But at the end of the day, oh hi, how are you? How is life? What's going on? You know, like everything is okay. Are you fine? You know. But so when you partner, the person will be like your enemy. See, me, if you make me your enemy, you'll forever be my enemy, and I don't care. But if you want to talk, I will talk. If you want to talk, I want to talk. If you don't want to talk, I don't care. But I don't want it to be like it's from me. Say, oh, I mean, I want to do my due diligence to let you know. Say, hey, you know, I still will check up on you if you want me to check up on you. I'll still respond to your question if you have something to ask. But not like send me no babe or anything like that. So Alfred, I don't know what you think, but this is two couples have a kid, you know, broke up and they were not talking to each other. All of a sudden, the man came to wish the woman a happy birthday, and the woman went to actually congratulate the man on their 4 years in marriage. And people are saying said there was no need for that. Others are saying said that was maturity and that is, you know, a perfect thing to do. So we don't know what you think about the whole situation.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
It's definitely a sign of maturity, right? It's definitely a sign of maturity that two people who have love for each other can move on and still stay in touch. Just as human beings, this is somebody you used to love. So
Right.
obviously, you want their good, you want them to be well, and sometimes through that love, you become friends, right?
Right.
So it's always good that you keep that relationship and keep engaging with, if you can do it. Now, I also understand where sometimes you cannot do it because you are not over the person. All right. So the moment
Yeah.
you hear his voice or her voice, you know, um, either it reminds you of a pain through that you experienced during the relationship, or it reminds you of what you're missing and you want to go back. And so it's relationships dynamics. It's not straightforward. But I'll say where the opportunity is for people who were once lovers who are no longer together to communicate with each other, I'll always encourage that. It's a sign of maturity, and we should, it's a good thing. We should do it more.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. So we have our next, topic talking about love. So yawaha, yawaha na, Shatta, Shatta Wale ni Shatta Michy, they were going by their own business, enjoying themselves, having fun. I say, I yeah, omo break here, omo ni hobby. Eti when they did the one and then last week on social media, and who said there was a prophecy. Again, another prophecy. Last week we talked about a couple of prophecies that came, and I think last 2 weeks too, we actually discussed a couple of prophecies. So I didn't even know, say, there was a prophecy that came, truth of maybe, or say, or Kokache Michi say, if the two of them break up, omumi and omutimi worry, because they are meant to be together. Nyakupo ashe so omumi no so omutena bom. Enti so omu worry we find the separate way ultimate worry. We find the separate way ultimate worry. So if we can watch that video, we will come back and talk about it. If that is a true prophecy from God.
Me say nkombi. Ekyere na gere me ka kire Michy na me ka say na gere no no. Nya me yi kire me say nko kan che Shatta Wale say. So jai Michy a obechi ewiasa fema 200 ma 1000 obekọ ba san be Wale Michy. Sa eti mitu ka akọ Michy wo kọhwehwe on Shatta Wale me kwa na Michy say esoro ba bi a Shatta te. No. And esoro ba bi on. Shatta no mo ntema tete na. Da bi. Okay, I'm almost 3 years in Shatta will fear on the boys okay, baby, or by me to me can because you'll be privacy. I'm sure any abandoned because I some will for both of you. Mama, have where year been? Oh, almost 3 years in you. And I'll catch her. I'm meeting him into catch him.
Assembly. Hey, already. What was this? Is it not the same woman that says FunnyFace issue be say no?
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I said be sure the name now. I said was sister kakra, so I was just kind of confused as to
I think say no.
I
think the same prophetess no.
Yeah, because the other picture also nothing anymore do kakra, so
yeah, so
I was kind of contemplating as to say you know and I say you know, but that's the case on board, Also say Shatta Ejai Michia. They have to come back together. Do you agree with this?
I mean, there will be sabon. I mean, there will be a better worry 10 years from now, 15 years from now. But no, I won't have a crab. Not almost your baby in your man. It's not. And you be a who be a, and you be a who, and you be a who cry. I mean. I've seen people, I've seen some family I happened to them many times.
Yeah.
And then you can see Shatta Wale and you can see Shatta Wale and Shatta Michy now. I was this is a friend of Michy and Abisa.
Yeah.
There is some type of bond, but to me, I feel that Michy are moving on right now. To me, I think that she has done well for herself, with things that she's saying. I mean, but with things that she's saying on social media what she's doing and things like that. Because also what is what only Shatta Giant what me to a few 2 houses and not bizarre. And then
Right.
her business is going on, or your brand ambassador. I mean, she's doing well. And you know, I should say she has moved on. But at the same time, no, that what that woman is saying, no, it can be true. I mean, because mahubida, you know, mahubida a man for childhood, don't want breaky, even worse, into quite money, a whole lot of crazy stuff. But at the end, no, they came back together. The woman now we call who are, back we call who are, and almost back no,
Back, yeah.
back you know, it can happen. It happens.
Right.
Yeah.
But in this case, do you see Shatta and Michy coming back? Is there I know you said that it can happen, but do you see a strong, like a 99% possibility, say at some way to me?
Like I said earlier, I think for now there are things that Michy are moving on with certain things that she's been saying, no? And the way Shatta Wale so you know, past issues be a PP in Yama or disgrace girl in Yama, no? And you know, right now I feel say we're moving on, but hey, things happen, you know.
Yeah.
But right now, as at the situation at now, no, I think say Michy, she's doing well for herself, and I believe that she has moved on.
Right, so let me throw this question back to you. Would you be happy if you see the two of them back together?
Yeah, I'll be very happy. I mean, I'll be very happy because I think that Shatta Wale need Michy. I don't think that Michy needs Shatta Wale.
Why are you saying that?
I know a little bit of their story where Michy did a lot of stuff, you know, when Shatta Wale wasn't Shatta Wale, you know, she was there doing a lot of, I mean, and you know, you can tell, say, even though Shatta Wale blows his year, he still needs Michy more than Michy needs Shatta Wale. Yeah. You know,
okay.
They say Becca is another whole story. We can talk about that, you know, because there is a lot of things that comes with it. But to me, no, that is my opinion. To me, I feel say Shatta Wale needs Michy more than Michy needs Shatta Wale. Yeah.
You know, I agree with you to a point. Just like the MaKaaMaKa, you know, a bit to me as you say, to me back. It's possible. Meaning, just like you said, we are it didn't work out. They met, they came back, boom, and you know they started life all over. So it can happen. But to me personally, dear, Seka, a bit to me as Michy should just move on. She should just keep going.
Yeah.
I don't think she should come back to Shatta Wale. And why am I saying this? Because so if you could see the difference. And you could see the difference. You know, I've weighed the two sides and I've realized that if Michy is on her own, she will do much better, much better than being with Shatta Wale. And you know, I feel that if Michy has moved on, she should move on and she should go, girl, because she's doing great for herself, just like you said. And I don't want her to come back. I mean, I'm not destroying anybody's relationship, but my opinion is she should just keep going on, and the sky is gonna be her limit. Yeah, the sky is gonna be her limit.
Yeah.
And there's one thing too that I was actually talking about somebody, you know, actually my boss regarding this story, and I think I have to pull it out there. Say, you have to make use of, you know, the state that you are with the person. Why am I saying this? Why I was saying Michy Ejai Shatta before she kind of like, you know, build her life. You can still build your life whilst you are in the relationship. And we were comparing Shatta and Chioma, Shatta Michy and Chioma. I'm talking about Davido's, you know, I think she's gone back to her cooking and all that. Right. You know, whilst you are in a relationship, don't look at the publicity and share you kind of say fema unya and share whatever you are getting and share sika be money war and share sika be money ni and share the cast near there. Still build yourself whilst you are in the relationship. Build yourself so that when you leave, only pana oja or no will see say we lose the idea. You know, so don't wait till you leave the marriage or the relationship. Build yourself whilst you are in there. If you have to go to school, go to school. If you have to build yourself, become your own boss. Don't wait till the relationship is over before you want to, you know, be out there and start doing things. So I think that's what I have to say. We have to probably see what Alfred has to say. If Alfred has anything to say.
Alfred. So who the Alfred here on the backstage? But did you Killer Queen, do you see what Alfred is doing backstage?
Oh really? I think I'm so into the program, so I wasn't looking. What is Alfred doing? Alfred, what did you do?
All right, let me bring Alfred on. Alfred, we can't hear you.
Charlie, you know, man is hungry. Man has to eat, you know. So I was disciplined from chicken in the backyard.
Oh,
it's all good.
The way Alfred the punch him more for the backstage, it not be small. Hey, oh boy, the punch him off. He said, "Hey, why am I coming crying me? Why am I coming crying me?"
Next time, make sure you have some wings in the background, in the back there.
Wow.
So yeah, Cutie, I was listening, and you know, Shatta and Michy. I mean, these two people have become one, right? So there's no this. I don't even differentiate between Shatta now and Michy, really. Even though they are apart, you know, I always feel like Shatta makes Michy, Michy makes Shatta, right? But whether they can continue to love each other as a husband and wife, it's I don't know if even that is necessary, because of course Shatta has fame. He's a young man. He wants to be out there and enjoy himself, right? I don't know if mentally he has understand that he wants to settle down and be with Michy. I think that's the bigger issue. Does he want to settle down and say, Michy is my wife, and so I'm now, you know, he's a young man. He has a lot of money. He's enjoying himself. So that becomes a problem sometimes, especially for a star wife, or even just for your spouse. It becomes better. If you look at Davido, right, how are things going over there? Look at all our young, you could say somebody like Sarkodie and what do you call it?
Don't boy.
You don't hear nothing, you know. It's like some proof. But, you know, so that is the issue. So staying apart, it's not necessarily impacting either of them. You know, Shatta is still creative. He's still creating that good music that Ghanaians wants to listen to. Michy is still out there hustling, which is what she's been doing from day one. She's been in the background hustling. So yes, she's come to the limelight through the fame and through the journey she went on with Shatta, and they are both in a very good place. So you know, even if they can't love each other, we'll still forever enjoy Shatta and Michy, and they should keep going.
Right. Do you think that they should try and put their differences aside and come back? Or you think they should just forget it and just move on? Each of them should just move on and just do their thing.
I think Michy is, I don't know Michy well, but from maybe everything I've heard so far, it appears Michy is ready to settle down.
Okay.
But I don't know if Shatta has gotten there yet. I don't know.
The thing is, it takes a woman to let a man knows when he's ready. And did Michy did Michy do all the work? I mean, that as Michy really established herself to become that type, that woman. You know, like I said, no, over to your bandam.
Yeah.
But it takes that woman, nyama bi oye, to let you stick with the woman forever.
Right.
And guys will be guys 24/7. I mean, Nana Akufo-Addo is still a guy. Even though it takes the wife to let Nana Akufo-Addo become Nana Akufo-Addo. to let him know, say, hey, I have some things to do. I can tell you, my woman, it takes my woman to let me know certain things that I'm not doing right. I have to do it right. I got to push it. I got to do this. You
But
know,
let me stop you right there, Black, before you continue. Do you guys listen when we actually talk though? That's another thing.
Guys,
Talk,
listen.
you might not,
I mean,
you might not listen to what we are saying.
Any guy, Obama Bia, if you're a guy and you don't listen to your woman, you're a fool. Straight up. You're a fool. Maybe at the moment we will decide not to listen. But when we sit alone and we start, thinking, and then we'll start, okay, she's making sense. I mean, a man wants to be a man no matter what. A boy wants to be a boy. I mean, that macho boy, it doesn't matter what. The heart have to be strong, but when you sit on your own and your quiet time, and you reminisce and start thinking, we'll say, hey, she's making a lot of points. And we listen, but in that moment, they forget. Forget.
So Black, what I think is the reaction the women expect out of the guys immediately they say something that they don't get. That makes them think the men are not listening.
Okay.
Right? So you're expecting the man to react a certain way, but men, we are really controlled on showing that, even though we are listening, And that's what Black is saying, that at our quiet time, we go and evaluate and say, oh, wow, she said this, and work with it sometimes.
So I think Michy have a work to do. Shatta Wale is not. The question is Shatta Wale ready to marry? Maybe he's ready, but Onya or Babi or pushing.
No, but see, you see the thing here is, when they first separated, right? Shatta came out and said, how our person Michy Michy is not like acting like that. Michy, he actually wanted Michy to be a corporate
type of woman. But the point is that is the biggest mistake Shatta Wale did, because Michy.
Don't we see her being a corporate person?
She's still not a corporate. She's still not corporate. She owns. She's still. What was it? Shatta, the idea of corporate. No, what was it on my example? Say Nanaba Namwa or whatever. Is it Nanaba? That's the name. That example. When you look at Nanama lifestyle and where she is and where she's going, it's totally different from Michy. Totally.
No, but the guy too had to support her to build her up.
Because the point is, Shatta Wale, your lifestyle will not take somebody like that. You can polish a woman. Exactly. You can polish a woman. Michy is a well-polished woman. Don't get me wrong. She's a well-polished woman in her own way. Right. And she's doing well. I mean, when you look at her, she's presentable everywhere. She knows how to speak. She knows how to dress. She's all around. But when you're looking at that office type of woman, that corporate type of Debbie, Michy is a hustler type of woman that know how. She's a well-polished hustler that know how to create businesses and things like that. Yeah, she's a corporate woman, but in a different arena. Into the what Shatta Wale, because who Shatta Wale, you are not a corporate type. And when you push it now, you look fake, because you can tell. Say Shatta Wale trying to brand himself that corporate look, but it doesn't look good.
It's not working. Yep.
It's not working for him. Shatta Wale have to be Shatta Wale. Sarkodie have brand himself that corporate look. It looks good on him.
Right.
Stonebwoy, I don't know where he stands. But when you look at Samini are branding him in the corporate manner, even though they are all doing the dance hall, Samini in the style of brand, are different. Shatta Wale, I look at Shatta Wale now, that is more fake to me.
Right.
Because if you want to do a hardcore dance hall or be a hardcore dance hall artist, that corporate look doesn't look good on you.
At all.
And you need a woman that have the same mentality but polish. And that is how Michy is. That's why I said Shatta Wale still need Michy no matter what. Because Onya Obiti say Yvonne Nelson. I mean, let's look at Mike Tyson and the ex-wife The woman is what I'm referring. Oh, I forgot.
Let me
But
let me fix it for you.
yeah, the woman is well polished. Later, Mike Tyson couldn't handle the woman. They couldn't. Later, you see, the ex-wife net didn't see YSC. But that is how Shatta Wale is. Ukofa Obi to say Yvonne Nelson and Nadia Muni Sanyamana. Maza, you will not go nowhere. You need Michy, and he have to respect Michy as the woman that she is. That's it.
Right. And also I was actually trying to search for the name, but let me just say this. Wo Shatta Wale, wo say wo pe a corporate girl, or you were making a corporate girl out of Michy, right?
And you are not that type of
Exactly, just like you said. And at a point, and that's why I'm telling Michy to go ahead. Because
Yeah.
at a point, the real Otieno was actually having an influence on Michy.
Yeah.
And people were even saying a whole lot of things, saying Michy was a lesbian and a whole lot of things, just because Shatta Wale was having an influence on her. And
Yeah.
now, the corporate that she, according to him, he was trying to get out of Michy. It's coming out because Michy already had it, And now when I back getting it out of Michy, she already has it. It was just that she was just trying to toe on Shatta Wale in lane. And now that they are all together, you could see the difference. And that's why I said Michy is good. She just has to like.
She's doing good for herself, but I still believe she's the one that can change Shatta Wale for good. I mean, not change. Shatta Wale will be Shatta Wale, but the type of polish that Shatta Wale want to look, Michy is the right material for that union, and when they come back, I hope that they can come back. But if they don't, I believe that Michy is doing well for him for herself. Shatta Wale is doing very good too as well. So, I mean, that's what it is.
All right. And then the young twice way, Samaria, Shatta Michy. Me, I wish she just move on. Just let her go. But did you know that Michael Essien? Michael Essien was gay?
No, he's not a gay.
Okay.
He's never a gay.
And you're gonna make her. So for be
I know. So for be. That's how for them blasting in that. I mean, once Ghana for no, we have a problem. We have a problem. What was it 2 days ago or 3 days ago? Is it your friend said Transformer? Your friend said that guy that there's a group of people called themselves Transformer. Gina, something that he has a name like that. He came out and did a video. Wow. Nyama Kosu Ghana, this lesbian and gay Kosu Ghana no. Ghana phone tears here. And I understand where they are coming from. Yeah, in tears that. Yeah, in tears in the sense because we are the culture. We want to do our culture at the same time we want to practice democracy. And it's like they are rocking heads. One journal. When Michael Essien is looking at the democracy that we are practicing. One be your culture no.
Okay.
Wow. Or do your culture no one can. I mean, on kasa. I mean, we all know that Michael Essien is the quiet type. He doesn't on kasa ni sanyamano. And for him to say that no, what to kwache, what bobo wa brochea to kwine France, whatever. Into these things are is very what come around all these people before. What I'm saying, him saying that no, Ghana for now fun, person tarnishing the image. No, you're totally wrong. I mean, I don't support that BS because so also no cancer no. Yeah, no your culture no, yeah pet sanyama no. But at the same time no, our system that we don't run our culture as a system. No. We have a system that we are running as Ghanaian, as a Ghana. No, there's a system that we run, and that system is democracy.
Right.
Nana Akufo-Addo buy now can say, see, the time in office there, it will not happen. That doesn't mean say it will never happen. It will happen one day. But around this time there, he's saying that it will not happen. If Michael Essien come out and says Ghana support equality, I mean, what is the big deal? And it is true. Ghana, are we not supporting equality? I mean, there's a lot of things that we support equality. It doesn't. Ghanaians need to learn. They need to learn. I don't know. Say maybe I have broche channel. Maybe broche life. No way muntina or whatever. But people in Ghana have to. Yes, in around this time, Nana Father make it clear. Say around this time, with only time in office, no, it will not happen. And I salute her. I salute him for that. Bam! I salute him. At the same time, no, 15 years from now, 20 years from now, maybe it will happen.
Yeah.
Maybe it will happen. America, and it happened when was that? 8 years ago, and America did too. Even though, it was just 8 years ago, and not 12 years ago, and America 42, right? Yeah. So it will take years, but it will happen because these people, they will outnumber, they will own some big businesses, they will own some offices, they will own a whole lot of things. And now you tell me, say, when they are putting their tax money, if you can take their tax money, that means they have voice. If they can vote for president and not MPs and things like that, that means they have voice. So now they will use that to you fight for their right, not freedom, but their right, and it will happen. So I'm not for me, Michael. I know you're gay. I know you're gay. You guys serious? It's nice because okay, we understand where they are coming from, but because the maltreatment that is going on, the way I am maltreated on Ghana, and to be honest, and yet it's not right. Ghanaians have to come out and I mean the leaders have to come out and put a stop to it immediately, and yet it's not right.
And you know, he actually went forward by saying that the relationship with Nadia and the rest, didn't work because he was gay, and I think
Ghanaians are sick.
We have the video. Let's show it to the viewers, and then we will come back. I know, you are so heated, Pa, but
I know. Which of the videos is that? Is it the one on Let me see. I think this guy.
The one that has Michael Essien wearing the black suits, the black jumpsuit or whatever they call it.
I didn't get that one, my sister. Send it to me right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me just resend it again.
Yeah, send it again because Ghana for dear. Ghana for a toys too much.
It is really sad. Said Prophet. The pastor is called Prophet Edu Boahen. Just
Angel FM, right?
Yeah, that one, the one that I just sent you.
You just sent to me, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I feel so sad, man. I mean, Ghana for we. Okay.
Oyankasa nso yeni na hoye ready nipa. Essien ono ankasa nyeso oba beka se be ya Ghana for anase wiase ebegye gay atomo. Eyo ono ankasa no yi gay no. Enti time Essien wo Lyon na wo obobo bebiba an ho dendenden oba Chelsea na ho dendenden na amanfo start say omo suspect Essien say on fair dura and ebe so ye bibi because who the girl na oba be na one nete no was start say afei de we introduce MaKaaMaKa bi e ba na bala bom oyi oba nso no tena 2 months 6 months because one ne the time no no wo hwehwe opese oba na nchen ekwa enti Essien na kase wo ye gay e just say asem
we kodru ba bi a wo betimi anya evidence
ni evidence no need evidence and koba be kasa evidence into no evidence na me de kasa sei
okay
onu Essien evidence na all chere say obi a won right na eye gay ya de papa gay de ye introduce gay enye bone enti because say gay eye ade bone ya e de ma eye Essien ya enkenya ade am oba be kasa eye yanyi gay ntum ade a wunimu ye sesi a me woman me kwan sesi a me quotation be say yi bi coordinator eye madwuma minim ye enti Essien ball ba ba wiye or start coaching na yi ebe then you betimi ati Essien ka. Okay, fine. Adeɛ na wo mu na wo yɛ ɔho te sɛ wo firi mu no. Ɛwɔ so tim bɛka bibi, wo so tim bɛyɛ bibi. So that you betimi asia de be support you. So that o coaching career no betimi apagya. Te sɛ time na wo bɔbɔ. Nti o be test ye post. Ɛnyɛ Ghana for post no be test ye. Because Twitter ɛnyɛ Ghana for nko a. Facebook ɛnyɛ Ghana for nko a. Nti sɛ some obi some say evidence ya. Ɛyɛ ɔno momu na ama me evidence. Because my follow Essien at my follow not from Lyon or Chelsea and the Quanya Essien far so anyway.
But Mattison and Sam Metesa Lady B of France on an hour.
What on an hour? Eh, you one can say Essien.
I saw who take it me call France or remember.
No, my young DNA because Obi our gay then what's in a park or because the thing is still
so say a man ba na kwame be so bobodin de I nim e bi de ne court and no bi akra me follow ya ne ade a sama ni nyina no ususu say na de omu pe no na Essien nyenti na ware ne gu ntentem na
good because some on say a nipa no Essien the person Essien the person or friends or worry and now no about but Ghana for and a year push Essien say nigga away okay and so ye bibi to sabaya yen no you bet me who say oh at least cry no you say because obi anka esu obi aho because e yade obi ampeso obebodi because nya de papa nti na obi ampeso obe discuss nti saade a Essien wo girl na wakwa girl adan na won kwa sabio footballers mo pema enipa bi apem emema pema but we don't need at least nko wo ba bi serious on do ne nete na bo bi o twitwa fa nchen Essien de we so ba ka tem sen na ni 3 days na France de be what so di bibi kata nani so Essien woni abada ya de mama Essien nya abada ya de mama because of duma na odi no so when Essien so ye be makwa na be na so odwa wo yo oba so na wo be no na se ekoye te se agro te say be na asema eno so no adwa enti Essien wa ye no te say atro mpani pa se no mu born ba bibi na let bibi na let bibi na let that's the reason why ntia na na yakopon because na ye amam fast start say Essien was start coaching na yi enti e fa Ghana timu ketwa no ebi mfama no ye nyame ne da na se enko ba say you do so your man ketwa no oba
This man is sick in the head. This man is completely sick in the head. And Samia Michael Essien, I'll take him on, pa. Samia Michael Essien, I'll take him on because
Black, what you said there, not to cut you off, but I mean, listening to the video, I'm just sitting here laughing because what this man is saying is because Essien on show Nere, on show Nema. So,
a private guy.
We have people who are married and happily married and you don't even see their husband and wife. That don't mean they're gay. Yeah. That don't mean they can't say their views.
No, this guy, once I say Ghana for no, I'm so glad say Nyame say about out. But the only thing I mean, my deep Essien who you say, Oko yi ade no free hono. I've lost respect for him.
No, because not Ghana I mean, not only Ghanaians, but people were unfollowing him. All
that's
of a sudden,
that's fine. People will come back again. That is fine. And then mommy didn't know ya say yeah no free or no. Because he hasn't done on your mistake BI. And I can tell you say Abrochina ye na ye wono and I say eduma bebre amanfo ye ni nyama no. Your bosses some of our bosses are gay. Ebetu aba say ni ball crown or ball no team owner no and I say baby or coach crown team owner ni gay.
Yeah.
Wow, and you know, wow, he's exposed to a lot of things like that. And you know, onu kasa no or kanu enya Ghana pe but kanu general. And yes ebia but Ghana for na say sua de. Ghana for na say sua de we sua de and we've let certain things have clouded our mind and high one this is a soft way who was awful? You are talking about be or gay. But most what things that you do under the dark now among for who are more evil than gay. Wow. Things, I mean in that Yankuba can say why only a bonny than to one throw the first stone. In that Yankuba can say Yankuba said things like that will come and wow. Jeremy Yanze, somebody have built an image for I mean it takes a while to build an image, man. And one comment, penna a month for I started and can quasi a hard dream, a hard dream, a hard dream. And you know, I remember when your issue, Udi, I mean, Ukos idea or Ghana, oh yeah, charity work. A month for say, I mean, a lot of comment. You say, I shall come back, and when they are showing Yana, a whole lot of crazy stuff. Only Nipano. You don't even know the person, but people say a lot of crazy stuff. Wow, but that is how Ghanaians are. Instead of getting close and ask Michael, Anka Essien, yes, I know. Now radio station be a friend, it be a Joy FM, Metro TV. Then now I explaining. Wow, then we educate. Wow, yeah. Excuse me to say, Ghanaians, we we have a problem. We have problem here in our mind. Oh no, seriously. Ghanaians have a problem, and we have to say it like this. I mean, don't worry about it. I'm saying it. Ghanaians have a problem.
No, you good.
Wow. Instead of Michael Essien on the national radio and not TV, so then you guys interview him. No, maybe I'm not doing free bar. Yeah. Because these things now, canon. Mami, ebia, and then I be new ubusuemu, and then I be, but it will come. Yeah. It's part of us. Yep. It's part of us. It's better we should take it serious and educate our people to understand. Say, young Prophesies, if you want dream na, dream come into the full say, we should build a place that we will get in professional counselors that they will counsel these people to I mean, say that Yamian boss and I said creation and this and this animal. But we rather push them and then not omu ye was sumo by the time boom, we cannot handle it.
Right. Yeah.
Now they are very little, no. Kitwana, they are numbers, they are not that much, no. This is the time when we can control them well.
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, we are pushing them aside like omu nipa. But they'll keep on doing because that's how they feel. So we have to educate them, educate the whole Ghanaian population about these people and then how they think. Because I've seen people come on Oprah show and things like that, and they don't even know why their system is feeling like that. You don't even know. Nobody have so appear Ghana, we should find a way to educate than to push them on the side and kind of say, oh, now say but they are part of us. We have families that have people like that. And then another option be new will be family. But as time goes on, every family will get their own share. So I'm approaching the time in the 90s and 80s, no, approaching and the 70s, no, one area, not nipa bakupen akwa approach. Right now, in every house will be a couple nipa 2, nipa 3 akwa approach. Sana gay be Ghana. So we have to be very careful with what we are doing. Now, people when people are coming up to voice their opinion now, then they will tag you, say, we are gay. And, I mean, if Michael Essien is gay, so what? If Michael Essien is gay, so what? And does it increase our financial problems in Ghana? I mean, if Michael Essien is gay, and so what does Michael Essien being gay? Does it put money in my pocket? Let's talk about fixing the roads. Let's talk about building businesses and work and money in Yamana. You're talking about Michael Essien that is gay and if I own Wow. So Ghanaians should reason up.
You know, I just like the way you are heated in your chair because certain issues there. It's really like you know, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Even on this show, I can disagree with you. I can agree with you.
Yes.
It's my opinion. That doesn't mean say we are enemies or I have to call you names. It's voice, and you said one thing that was, I mean, that is really, it makes like much sense, like million sense. So right? You began to develop a different mentality around issues.
Yeah.
And as another country, so you have a different mentality when it comes to issues. It is easy to talk about this gay and lesbianism, so easy in America. It's easy to view your opinions. It's easy to, but unlike Ghana, can be like you become a target. It's not
Big
supposed
time.
to be like.
I mean, they'll tarnish your image like that. Boom. Wow. But our president did well. Me, I'm not in support of gay needs animal because I want them to grow. Wow. But the president it makes a whole lot. I see my time in office, I will not. It is not gonna happen. On my watch, it's not gonna happen. And I salute that. Wow. Maybe another person comes, Obekasa. But when these people keep on pushing and keep on building, hey, my mimi catch up. I'm telling you, in the next 10 years, if we don't put the right measures across, in the next 10 years, these people will control Ghana. Because let me tell you the reason why.
We already have four in parliament though.
So we have four. And let me tell you something. Do you know the Asians that come to Ghana, the Chinese and things like, do you know how they are? Omuge is something yet serious. These Chinese people and things like that are taking our resources as chewing gum, no? Do you know how many people are in there that are gay? Do you know how many people that you invite to your country and bring things that are gay? Wow. We are not. Ghana is not in support of that. Right. I salute that.
But that doesn't also mean say Obi to me
exactly. Obi and then mama tagging the panties that's so wrong. I mean, I don't like that.
I think say it's a way of, because these pastors know say these celebrities have influences on their followers. And as a celebrity to actually come out and say that, or Jay said Michael Essien is trying to drag people into that, that act. And so they have to find a way to actually succumb him by coming out to say that. But
they have to find a nicer way to say it. They have to our packaging of the way we speak and the way we package our words, sometimes I mean, to just wake up and say that Michael Essien is gay and you have no evidence in anything, Master, this man can take you on.
And the evidence is the fact that on Ure, he don't have a wife. That's bogus. Actually, that is bogus.
It is.
It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, because actually, and you'll be able to person in life. That's right. Personally, after the show, you barely see me on social media. That don't mean that I don't have anything going on for me. But that's what I choose to live my life. That's how I choose to live my life. It's very hard for you to get things that are personal about me out there. That don't mean I'm a lesbian, So I don't know what he's talking about, but that doesn't make sense actually. It really doesn't.
It doesn't make sense at all.
That is evidence, unless he comes out to prove, okay, this is my evidence. This is my evidence. Until then, if this is what he's talking about, then it don't make no sense. Seriously, it doesn't.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move to our next story. Now, Black Mami Musa Wasemo. Say, Uko Papa Chikon. Nasa Oto Diama girl na. Nasa Ojawan. Obeji Dana na say Odi Bechano.
It depends on the contract. Side chick issue is all about contract, right?
you. What worry?
Right.
It is a side chick. Not say what to diamond one. Not say money will be one. You know, the girl feels like, you know what, at this point, what about crack? It's no never been quiet. Which me satisfied. That's all. Now, and then over for Jan, that's all bad.
With it. I died there. So, also, that is one of the mistakes that a lot of people did. Wow. Say, also, Shatta example be. Also, on any militants, no, I think so to talk as more money. Wow. But who talk our mammy na midi in this way, Mika.
Yeah.
One of me journal. You know, with this very issue, no.
Your band
Your band bet me soon, yeah. I mean, who your band media? So, Oban can say, Oban to me by not can say, you know, I grow ni me a dinner no chiamia. Not the price too high. You can pay because of friend Bobby.
Now, also our own budget dino, but we call bubu dino, and also
and problem, the biggest problem.
Mona be a baby intern. But
sorry. Yeah, and the problem. Now, I think I mean video bisa, and I mean, you know.
Asama ye kai na me sa send am abio. Asama ye kai na ye kan say. Me ne na mwana me ko hu se bulldozer bi si dan bi mu juri dan ni tubu. Ana me mwana am say ah. Ada fe fe we na ba say na ye juri gu ye ko tie ya. Ye se papa pani na ne say. Papa ti e ko do baby no. And I realizing that the girl is drifting away from him. And you know, you're not just say, okay, fine. Me steady the bekoso. And the girl being so smart, you know, or just said the man will still come back and fight for the house. And see, the girl put it up for sale, you know, so that she can use the money to buy the house somewhere else, which was a smart idea. And see, Papa no realizes that the house has been put up for sale, and also boy. And then you come do that. And then you go see Daniel. And also me. Maybe you Daniel. So me don't need to be a question. Yeah, that's what I
okay.
Or chimpana. Or side chick. Now get no fennel. Now me catch his the pictures, but say no abusan for better the asemi asintino. I will show the pictures of the lady. Now be say where the asintino ko di nachi. No kwenya me enka get no fe. Get no fe pa dey join the Facebook. Say see the video na wo hwe no. Story ni nyina ne say. Papa no ne sa ga ya no ho fe yi. Etwempna ne side check no no. A che say wo hyesu kakrakra. Wa ye japade amana. And if you do level say, so to me see them, a dining yet danketo, mansion pa, a banso. What I say? Heavy pa, and yes, see my girlie. The sugar daddy na boy, Manamanasano. I fed and I say again, Subasan. Second, when you do open near Rientino. What to them, I'm here, Japadania, the Adiatino, where you suka cardia, I come to many chebby for near there. And I propose, hey. No way. With all this investment, am I? Put up this machine for you and now you want to go away? No way. Now, the coach, they can say, Gan, if she said the name of Kakono, and she are not papa to me make demands. Because I saw only papa ni jano, or shop papa attitude now. One she ya, or Becca said, original Japade. And quickly, and again, you put to the building up for sale. Or the building not to talk internet so say a dining year tongue and Tianya be uncle Tom property new year. Say cash ni be deals in China that she be obey me that for the other bay uncle there. And a papa sunya line say, hey, a day I miss him again or no so air towing. And yan to a yan pia. Abusia bra Facebook never read the papa na dine. What coffee excavate tabi? Dear Cromwell, the editor Galanzino. What coffee be a besio? And what you moka say they should pull down the building. Now shut down have fessel pa shut down come ya to your boss yes correct to say. Next cavete o pagya ne sinse no de abom twatum. O twena yi no de abom twatum. What did any na tragu? One kasabra Facebook on be hwa de no. Hey! Side chick. West of Sikapani. Papa no ma excavator no dwi dani nagu. Sir enyan to enyantua.
All right. And you know, that's the storyline. The storyline is a sugar daddy bina I go see that man the girlfriend and girlfriend gone bad. And I'll see no. Me Jimmy Sika. And I said me Jimmy. I mean, to me, no, as you can say it, I mean, you can have that money, you have so much money, you have sit down or bar, Obani and Kwasi idea, and I say, now, a dine with Dima. Why do you have to even do that? Now, say, new Dimukram poor. There is a lot of way to go about it, you know.
Right.
And, you know, I mean, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense one bit. It doesn't make sense at all because that in Crawford, I'm gonna almost pay diadem. Was it?
But so when I first saw the story, I was just laughing. I was like, "What the sense is this?" Like,
in Crawford, I'm gonna almost pay diadem and that visa, and there is a lot of different channels that you can go through. I mean, past different channels to make things happen. I mean, it's a court war. I mean, you building the house, there is a lot of receipts and I say payment be a year for building materials, that prove and I tell land no crown. I mean, there's a lot of things. You know,
right. Every some person you remember they are so because you know when court issues
up to now, crown no. So, that's one of the mistakes that we do. Good or bad, people will hear. You do good, people will hear. It's just that the good doesn't trend that much. Bad, trending. One say, see that now. Obi auntie say what see that now. But I mean, everybody have heard say what bubu dan. You know, no matter what, no, somebody your wife or whatever will get to know. But wife soon who say what bubu dan na one should grab a pipe power soon.
But you see, the sad part about this story, even though we are laughing about it, is every corner you crampo no a daya with siama no or siama girl no cry. Every corner CB man you.
That's right. And I make can say Seniri be who say obubu dan fefe say na ni fear or no yiri dem krano and tisa who papa no papa was or papa was say who ni nyansa.
Right.
And there's a ways. I mean, I know the ABA, that's slave queens. That's the way they make their money too. I mean, that's the way they make their living. A full-time job. And you know, so you lose some, you win some. In the way they lose situation for that whoever the building is. But I believe the panel should find a better channel than to.
To go and demolish
the whole building inside the
Yeah. You know, first of all, adding to what you said, first of all, no, we are papa penny. Maybe I don't know you're and our building. You see, this is one thing that men, and I don't care what anybody says. It's my opinion, and I choose to express my opinion. You know, we are papa penny. Oh no, you're and our building ababe do the same way, you know. So you're supposed to focus on your family. Not say you can't say I'm saying say a man ain't gonna side chick or anything. I mean it's his, you know, whatever. And so but I feel say and I feel say this man has built something better for Neyure because whatever you do outside, you should make sure say your home is okay.
It's better.
You know, okay, so you're never to stay with your wife, but maybe I'm not on to me tonight. So who am I to say that stay with your wife? But I hope so. I build the BB, Papa Amaneyere. As soon as I build this mansion way, I'm a girl.
Yeah.
You know, because you get to social media and papa no issues started coming up. I'm sorry, started coming up. And if it was true, which I stand to be corrected, yes, sure, if yeah, sa obai in question, etimu. Yeah, some people I don't want to mention on my show because it's not relevant. But yes, sure, obai shedaya or timu. You know, and I asked myself, I hope said the wife has triple of what this girl has.
Right.
You know, if that is not the situation, then I'm sorry. Because Obama now not build it from the scratch. I may do baby I will do. You know, so if you're gonna give that much outside, you better be doing like 4 times of what you've done inside your house or in your house.
Yeah.
You know,
you're
so
100% right.
Yeah.
So your banner, so yeah, once that like you said, remember you mistakes, sir. So you remember now want to me and show fear you now also be sure bunting there, maza obebre, and is that's what it is.
Because who is going to be there to take care of you? These girls don't even know you. They freaking don't care. Like they don't even care. They've moved on to the next person to gain properties.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
So
that's true.
These men have to. I'm not saying don't go out. You can go out. That's your own whatever. That's what you want to do. That's okay. But make sure you are doing 4 times of what you are doing for girls outside. Because at the end of the day, if you're gonna waste money and
this man, I hope some man, he's the most useless man ever, the most useless rich man ever. I mean, I was starting to know, but Queen, because of our time, no, you're very happy about that. Ebony Papa, any Puskin in this animal. I know that the video new one to me, but we'll post it on our Trend Africa YouTube, Facebook. I know that man for what do you think about that? I mean, I saw the video or I listened to the video anytime and then I think that Poskini, there's something wrong with that guy. I mean, Poskini, Ubia for 3 years, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, come on. Totally wrong because Osha the way a papa no, ni papa no, or diyaw pa or diyaw like, and Ubia. I mean, put yourself into that man's shoes and I said the family shoes and things like that. Poskini should come to come and apologize in some, you know. Friends so a lesbian and so what?
Yeah.
Poskini, Namhana, there is a guy in Germany and I'm BJ, I've seen a friend BJ. Also, you're gay, you're pure, on no pictures, but splashy the whole Facebook crano. You came out to defend say. So why do you have to tarnish somebody's image? Why? And I said, Obia will 3 years. I mean, why? Right. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think?
You know, I mean, I actually agree with you because first of all, Asama Okano, you don't have any evidence, you know.
Yeah.
Just like this show, whatever we say, we actually play videos for people to see, say, I am not the one bringing it out there. It is already out there and I'm sharing my opinion.
That's right.
You know, so even if you take me to court, you know, it's something that was already out there and I'm just sharing. And opinions are like noses. Everybody can just, you know, have their own opinions.
Exactly.
And you can just come and just throw anything out there without having a concrete evidence.
Yeah.
And plus, nipa no wewu. Enti na obe kan echi asem say. Nipa ne like the father rightfully said, the father is still alive. The mother is still alive.
That's right.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, you are just stepping on emotions without any evidence. Take out the evidence, we will come and then make a constructive criticism based on, you know, the video or whatever evidence.
The evidence that you have.
Exactly. But without evidence, you can't just come out and say, oh yeah, lesbian and buno and kuno. And even if that is the case, why should you wait till now?
Yeah.
Why are you now bringing it out?
The guy,
is it gonna bring the girl back? No. So what's the point?
Skinny wa America. Oh, I think so. Or New York and that's how you on baby. Now, me name the America, to be honest. Who are music?
some big cars be money are there.
Oh,
Yeah.
or driver, also driver cars.
Yeah, me also judge big cars be money are there. Me para
Ma
ka
me
me
cars
compare.
just me to akojina me madam for be or lot kese pa auton luxury cars like Rolls Royce ni just name it. Me to akojina want to trap pictures but that doesn't make me.
Oh, and I'm not me say me kwa borrow ba kwa fini chain. And I say come
on no posting on am on the carry completely. Maybe up ebony to trend a little bit, but this trend there, you gonna for Yanjian too.
Yeah.
Yanjian too, because ebony. Let me tell you something. Ebony 3 years career is bigger than Poskini career from Kasahari to up to today. Ebony 3 years career is way bigger than Poskini, so he should come again. Under the question, he should be a man and so or rekindle the career. He should find the right channels. There is hard they can beef and things like that to bring him up. But who Poskini rap? No, I mean you are not that good. And you know, I mean, I don't want to give him that.
What he did was a no.
I really don't want to give him that leverage, that mileage, because on your beer, posting in your beer, in your beer, for you to even do that. And then, mommy, your time, no sir. I mean, I can't be 3 minutes, Bina.
Yeah, but wrapping it up, I wanna tell Councillor Luchot something, okay? I mean, I just like him when he came here before when I was in Jersey. I mean, we talked, we just you know, I think Yekoshia also on an award show. We sat down. I think we actually hosted something. Abra Babe show near we hosted a little sort of program. But this is what I want to tell Councillor Luchot. Okay, everybody has a past. Everybody has what they did that was right in the past and what they did that was wrong in the past. I know that this media is very hard to actually break through, especially when it comes to Ghana entertainment industry. But ultimately, for obi any form in the case where you want to trend, that is a no. Especially, senipano wawaria. Let the past stay in the past.
Yeah.
You know, I know we don't have time to watch the video, but later all the video needs to. I want people to go take a look at it.
No, next week the videos now to me and tackle and next week you become one. I mean, it's a continued thing, and you know, next week we'll talk about it.
Right.
But I want to get go ahead.
Yeah, Nayas is married, and whether and you'll be on a where they ching. Me, I'm not that type of a person.
That's right.
I just want something small, be you know, fine. If a man is a mayor, that's mine. But and you'll be on a person where they ching, okay? And then we are saying you'll be on a buy, or stay like holy and whatever till so be worry. Obia on the path, Obia on your why chemu. So I want to beg Councillor Luchot. If he wants to trend, that's okay. We give him all that. But there are certain things that are very sensitive, especially Senipana warrior.
Yeah.
Okay. Or you're single, it's a different thing. And even that, there are certain issues are very sensitive. If you're very careful. You can say, now warrior cry is a shame. And then what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say out there? What are you trying to tell people out there? What do you mean by that?
I mean, some culture say, Sa Papa no na. I think so on the psych hospital.
I'm telling you, it's
that guy.
I mean, it's getting out of hand now.
If a guy there's a lot of things that he says like or the diagrobi na man force is a form of entertainment and that's fine. But serious issues like you said, no obia on the past. Why are you bringing somebody's past to the future? And no person in the past in the future man can say or carry the by. But why do you have that man have a problem? And Ghanaians, I don't know. Those people that give him that platforms, no, more problem. Internet, if you ask to nigga around, time only munanya problem no. Na yeah could you what the kantaka na whatever.
Yeah, Kataka Junior.
Yeah, wow. In a way, no, I support me supportive here. I don't a lot of things that she does I don't really, but that particular thing, no, I support her. Just to insult the father now, and you know, for the first, but for the first say, Ultimate Junior say, "Muta mama no platform, and on this platform no, tarnishing my father's image. Say papa ye, on here no crown or papa. That alone, no crown, I respect her for that. Wow, and you know, those people that sometimes those people that give that platform, no, for you to come and sit on that platform to rubbish your mouth and say things like that, no. Omuna more problem. Omuna say more corrections here because when you're giving doors like that to a guy like that now, Onufu say it's okay. Jog or be obeka. On the platform, on the platforms no koye. Na Semba na ya soon the platform no. But we are Semba. Guess who you best sue? The
radio station is gonna be in trouble.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right,
next week we're actually gonna play the video. And,
next week definitely we'll play the video and then
that way. But she has to. And even how can you know it's understandable, it's agreeable. But when it comes to people's marriage and their partners and all that, because this is not the first time. Kokonsawari or Kansembebre, you know, and all that. Every time I saw the Kokonsa or personal issue. But when it comes to Kokonsawari, Massa, leave it there because when the above video next week, Naya said something. Also, also cry warrior moon, you know, and Naya's also host shows. And so between the Wasama better, no, I can't.
Yeah.
You know, she needs to just forget about
what can you on is that what can you, I'll try and bring Nayas on next week. I'll try and see if I can bring her so that we can get one or two from her. Maybe just 5-10 minutes interview, be quick one, and see if we can get something. But
she was actually very mad because what is it again? Like on the NS issue, it's past and gone.
It's past and gone. Yep.
Wouldn't be honest, so the no. You don't know. So what's the point? Like just let me now go there. Let me channel the heat for next week.
All right. So I tell for the show but if you can tell no, I just wanted to let you know what we are wearing. Ushe Kili Queen or Channel Africa Papa. Kili, what are you wearing? I mean, who are you wearing?
Oh, this one there, do I even have a name for it, crap?
I mean, but a designer, no, the upper mount are not bizarre.
Mommy, I'm not on the shop, and I just me trust.
So give that mommy some shout out then.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, me carry you.
All right, for me, dear, and then Ghana Independence, no, and
I'll have somebody styling me very soon, so I'll actually be advertising him. He's a brother of mine, so I will be, talking about him more from next week going. So
nice one.
Don't worry, but now I'm in the material carry you. Or person money high perform
exactly. That hey, I like that. For me, dear, my designer is Odino.
It's very nice though.
Meaning that they live for some time now through my woman Empress, and linked me up to him, and then since then we bond. All the African wears that you see me wearing, Odino designer, very, 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 very amazing guy. I mean, when you say Michelle Blaze beer, African print beer or no.
That's on the very website. Nice. It actually looks nice.
The guy is good. Very good designer. Jose. No problem. Most of Empress in banter then in Yamana or not or no ye. But as at some you another designer be a friend of Jennifer Akese star line. On the super banter the pa. Me send no link no crano. Okay. But for now, what I'm wearing over here, Odino design. We're going to say a chimney fine with the African map. Ninja man. Until more penny contact, you can link. Oh, me next week I'll do that homework. I'll put the information down so that you guys
Yeah,
can
he's
buy from
really
him
doing a
directly
good
and things
job. It's
like that.
very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, my man.
Mhm.
So give us your last word, and then we'll call it a day. But Ghana, among guys said they can rewatch the show on YouTube, and I will take some of the important not important, but the funny ones, no, and then we'll crop it and put on YouTube. You know, mon check here on YouTube, Trend Africa TV on YouTube. Now mon subscribe to our channel. Or a business via, who per se yeah, but and as also sponsor this very show now. The reason why we don't play too much, there were a lot of sponsors are almost sponsor different shows, but the also sponsor this particular show. You can actually bring your business to us, see Kill Queen, and then we'll sit down and talk about numbers and things like that. I mean, we are not just to create that bond, no, and one and you know. Come,
Yeah.
let's rub some shoulders and see how we can project your business and see how you can project our business as well. And then one I'm into to Queen.
So yeah, wrap it up. And I just want to say thank you to our viewers for actually watching the show, taking time to watch the show. I've seen a couple of people. It's just sad. Said that means to me show a life because I was pulling my story from my phone at the same time. So I wasn't able to watch, but I saw a lot of people watching. I saw my boss actually watching. Her name is Lydia. I mean, I love her so much. She's so amazing. Me see me birthday called week be brand me and come rocking and neck but what's a meeting in a plan to I was me prepare for next week. But I just want to say shout out to her as well and thank her as well. I saw a lot of followers actually watching. I thank everybody for taking time from your busy schedules and actually watching the show. Continue to watch the show. When you come on, just share for others to know what is going on, for others to come and listen to trending issues. And if we say anything that you don't agree with or you disagree with, leave your comments down. Let us know what you think. That is why we are all here. Just like Black said, opinions are like noses. Everybody have their own opinion. Me sitting here saying this don't mean that I'm right. Or me sitting here saying that don't mean I'm right. That's my opinion. That's why I'm sharing. So you also can also share your opinion down below. And let's know what you think. Let's know that you are vibing with us. Let's know that you're enjoying our show. And until next week, I will say be safe, be good. And I can't stop saying this. Be yourself. Don't try to be nobody. Be yourself. If you have it, enjoy it. If you don't have it, just be yourself. And I love you all.